I don't know what happened, chat. I don't know what happened, chat. Let's see. What's up, Bada Bing? Hey, somebody type that number down there in the comments, man. Oh, I gotta put a poll up. Hold on, I gotta put a poll up. I gotta put a poll up. Hold on. What's up with it? I don't know what happened to the last lives. They said y'all I was glitching and y'all couldn't hear me. What's up with it? I'm just trying to make sure that this live doesn't glitch. They was messing with the Google phone. Now they messing with this, man. Alright, man. Y'all double tap the screen. Y'all double tap the screen. We finna get back into it, man. We finna go back to, let's see, block my mic. We talking about Obama. We talking about Trump. We talking about the Epstein files. We talking about, we finna listen to Caroline. She did a press conference with Tulsi Gabbard earlier. We just waiting on some people to come in here. I'm finna hit intro mode one more time. I don't know why it took us off of the live, man. I don't know why y'all was saying that I was glitching and this and that, but we gonna get some people back in here. What's up, OG?
I told that beat don't get in my car if it don't come with no name. I told my niggas I don't like the beat cause
We
they
could
don't
talk
come
about
with no shit.
redistricting.
I told my niggas to mark my word, I guarantee that I'm next. I got the arms of a bodybuilder from the
Call
way that
in,
I
Lee.
flex. Might just hit the strip just to go blow me a check. They know what the fuck I'm on. They say they ain't got some of the best gas. They call it Southern Georgia. Chain on chain and ice on ice like Adam Sandler. I'm water boy. I know I'm all in the head. That bitch laying in my bed. Wait till I give her a spray. I'm a master with the head. Don't let these social fool you. These niggas broke. I know that they ain't bought it. Ain't got no car but talking shit. Okay, then little walkie talkie. I told that bitch to come home. I ain't got time for no bitch that's stealing. Talk to blunt, she called me daddy. And I'm screaming, I know D. I'ma make sure that she come. I'ma fuck her good with my tongue. I know the night's still young. So baby, let's get it in. I know you
Sub-Zero, what it do?
She added a friend. They ain't identical, but they fuck alike. So in the bed, I call them twin. I call them twin. I call them twin.
What's up, he won't?
Bitch, shoot a shoot. 1 + 1 = 2. What you tryna do? Go back for back, check a swoop. Either way it go, I'm on. Either way it go, I'm gone. Brody done just got like 100 on, but they tryna get him gone.
What's up, relax?
What's the name? And he put it in his song. Brody them got the purest powder, it's pink. You know this shit is strong. No diddy. I'm the type of nigga that turn my bitch up in each city. Brody cut out, we celebrating, we hit the gritty. I'm feeling like a baby, I'm trying to get that milk up out them titties. It's no question who young and the latest. If you want your bitch, then when she talking, hear her. If I want the bitch, I'm going Pittsburgh. Still her. I keep some on the side, I don't have trust in just the main bitch. Suck me up while I'm driving like damn, I die by this lane switch. Shit, different type of free, so we ain't never got a tussle. Throw it back like Miss London, the sum of your life be hustle. Yeah, she my little porn star.
All right, y'all, man. We already got a call. I think that's Cecilia calling back.
Cecilia.
What's going on, Cecilia? You are now tuned in to Plug Station, and they label me the voice of the politically homeless, man. What we talking about tonight, man? What we talking about tonight? Cecilia, how you feeling about it?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Man, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Can everybody double tap the screen? We got to get back to 20 likes right quick. Let's get back to 20 likes. That's how you support the channel for free. Let's get to 20 likes right quick. Go ahead, Cecilia. I'm doing good, man. How you feeling about Trump being confirmed on the Epstein files? How do you feel about just everything that's going on in the media today?
I feel pretty good. One thing I wanted to discuss was, have you seen the So I think everyone knows who Biden is, right? Joe Biden.
Yeah.
So I just found out that actually had his own podcast now, which is crazy.
Joe
Did you see
Biden
that?
got a Joe Biden ain't
Yeah.
got no podcast, man. You mean Hunter Biden did an interview the other day, but you telling me Joe Biden got a podcast?
Joe Biden, I think Joe Biden's, it's called Smart List.
It's called what?
List.
Smart List?
Smart List.
List? Smart List Podcast.
L-E-S.
Okay, I see it. Smart List Podcast. Jason Bateman, Shane Hills, and Will Arnett, Smart List Podcast. So, nah, it ain't Joe Biden podcast.
Oh, see, I'm a little slow. That was the one with President Joe Biden in it.
Oh, Smart Left. They're saying Smart Left Podcast. I put Smart List. Smart Left Podcast. Smart List Podcast is hosted by actors Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, and Will Arnett. So yeah, he might have went on the podcast. And I seen Hunter Biden go on the podcast with 5 News with Andrew. I did watch that, but go ahead.
Yeah, but also with the Trump thing, I feel pretty good about that. I mean, like, I'm honestly just glad that we got I'm sorry if there's any Biden lovers on this podcast or Biden, like, I don't know, but like I'm just glad like Trump like took the role back, and JD Vance also took the role back.
Took the roll back of what? Appreciate that $5 super chat, Cypher. You said what happened to the live at Glitched and booted me out. I don't know what happened to it. The Google Voice they've been playing, the live they've been playing, man. I appreciate that $5 super chat, Cypher. My boy, thank you for the continued support, man. Hold on.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Yeah, that deserve another one.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Double tap the screen, shut the live out. Let's get to 25 likes. That is how you support the channel for free. That's how you support the channel for free. But go ahead, Cecilia, because they asking me. They want me to ask you about the redistricting. That's what they want to hear you. They want to know about the redistricting. How you feel about it?
I don't really. I mean, I don't really feel comfortable with the redistrict. I don't think it's like. Are you talking about like how they're redistricting people?
Yeah, redistricting so they can, keep the political outline, the political layout the way that they want to look at. I believe Abbott said he was going to do something like that, and Gavin Newsom responded and was like, Abbott, if you do it, we ready. We'll make sure California stay blue forever.
Yeah, I think it's pretty nice how he did that.
You think it's nice on whose part?
What'd you say? Sorry, you glitched out.
You think it's nice on whose part? Newsom to respond? Okay, am I still here, y'all? Let me make sure they didn't cut me off the damn live. Let me make sure I'm still the fuck here, man. Y'all know they've been cutting me off live. Let me make sure I'm still here, damn. Am I still here? Alright, I'm gonna open the phone lines back up. Ricky wants to talk about the tariffs on Russia. Y'all can call in and talk about it. I'll respond. But what I am gonna say about the redistricting, they've been doing that shit to black people for years. You know what I'm saying? Making sure black people gotta go across town to vote and do that shit. So I mean, it's.
Leaving.
Yeah, but they've been doing that with the voter polls and stuff. The location, making people go across town that they know are less fortunate or wouldn't have rides. They've been doing that to, our communities for a long time. So when you see like whole states coming out and doing it, like it is shocking to hear Abbott saying he's doing something and Newsom respond directly to him. But they've been doing that shit for years, like on local levels. What's your name, caller? Where you calling from?
Hey, Bleedy, I'm from Austin, Texas.
Okay, what's going on, Austin, Texas? How you doing this evening?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
No problem. How you feeling about tonight's topics?
I'm enjoying it. I'm sorry about the glitch out earlier with the first tariff, but yeah, on this one, just regarding redistricting, I think it's such a new topic for a lot of people. They're not really familiar with gerrymandering, especially mid-decade gerrymandering. This is something that usually doesn't happen, like right after the census. And the last time it was redistricted was under Trump in 2020. Think about it. This is a big problem. I know Newsom, they have a plan. The Dems I think they're finally starting to realize this is not like someone they can just come up and try and make face. They're putting their teeth out. So I think it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing.
Correct. Do you think this will become? Do you think this will become more openly widespread with the way social media is now? Do you think we'll see states leaders continue to go at it like they have been? I'd say over the last 3-4 years.
Petty. They're all petty, and I think before they were taking a very conservative stance. They didn't want to get too dirty. They didn't want to quote unquote stoop down. But now it's like there's no choice. Someone brings a gun to a gunfight, you gotta bring yours out too. You know what I mean?
Right. Let's get the 30 likes right quick, guys. John Norris says Obama is not in trouble. Well, I got like a 50-minute press conference of Caroline and Tulsi Gabbard up there saying differently. They're saying Obama's in trouble. You saying he's not. The head of the National Intelligence Agency and the head of the DOJ is saying he is. And the president is saying he is. You saying he not, they saying he is. Hey, man. Go ahead, Carly. Lady.
Yeah. Didn't they say that, for Trump, that the president is immune? So
correct.
Why wouldn't Obama be immune?
Correct. What I'm saying is, I don't think Obama will serve jail time, but I do think they will raid and arrest Obama, make him go down there. I think Trump said it yesterday. He said that after the way they did me, we need to go after him. We need to go after them all. You got to understand that when Trump got raided, he really didn't think he did nothing wrong. He had those documents there. They did find the documents. And it was, 300-something documents. He wasn't half the... You talking about you can't arrest the president. Well, he could turn himself in. What do you mean you can't arrest the president? Trump went and turned himself in. He was a former president, just like Obama's a former president. You might not can't arrest them, but you can have them turn themselves in to where they get a mug shot. That's considered arrested. If you turn yourself in and they take that damn mug shot, whether you go back there or not, your ass was arrested.
I think it's something, they're going to attempt to do anything. I think the main purpose behind this, like so many other things that have come out, that Trump is trying to distract from the Epstein investigation, from those Epstein file releases. So there's going to be so many things we're going to see in the coming weeks where it's just going to be, everyone look over here. It's a song and dance.
Hold on, caller. The chat's going at me. The chat's going at me pretty hard. Let me respond to him right quick. You said I believe in bullshit. No, I'm logical. I'm gonna tell you like this. If somebody came to your house where you laid your head, right, where your kids and your wife slept at about 8-something in the morning, and they sent a handful of federal agents through your house to go through everything and uproot you. They take you to court. They tell you the only way that you are not going to jail is if you become the president of the United States. You then become the president of the United States. You not going to have some grudge or some revenge on you? Do I think Obama knowingly did some bullshit like that? Like just knowingly tried to overthrow the election? No, I don't. But do I think Trump's going to raid and arrest him? Yes, I do. Because it's vengeance. Trump is vengeful. Men are vengeful. I'm a man, I know. That man was in there with his wife and kids, or that's the house that they lay in, and you just sent all these federal agents in here. I'm supposed to be the one. I took a bullet in my ear. We talking about America, and you think I'm not finna go raise somebody? I knew Trump was gonna go on a revenge tour. I just didn't know Obama was gonna be involved. I thought it was just gonna be the auto pen, maybe the emails or something. I didn't know nothing about this Russiagate shit. I didn't know it was gonna be Obama. But now that I know it's Obama, hell yeah. He's finna go raid Obama and arrest Obama, whether Obama does time or gets in trouble for real or not. His ass he in trouble with the public opinion. They finna raid his ass, and you know what that's gonna do? The fallout, because I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not. This gonna piss both sides off. I don't care if this gonna piss both sides off. Y'all all finna be mad at me. Trump is finna raid their ass. Trump is finna go on a revenge tour. Trump don't give a fuck. Trump finna, they might not go to jail. So what? You know what that's gonna do to public? Hold on, let me finish. Because hold on, caller. Because this the point I was trying to make. That's gonna piss everybody off, both sides, everybody. Do you know what that's gonna do to the black community? Do you know the memes that's already going around on Rumble and Twitter and shit? Just like a N-word. N-word would be the one to commit the highest act of treason. N-word would be the one to get in the highest office and F up. An N-word would be the one to go against the country. It's already there. They finna tarnish this man. And I know they are. Whether he did it right or wrong, man, they finna raid him and they finna have an Obama mugshot. That's how this shit go. I don't know how y'all see this shit, don't see it. Whether he go to jail or not, he's in trouble in public opinion. We finna have to deal with the fallout of this shit. Every time somebody say, oh, yep, that's gonna be the newest black joke. Y'all made it to be a president and couldn't even do it right. The fuck you mean? I'm for real. I know what's going on. Go ahead, Carla.
On that note, yeah, I definitely understand and see where you're coming from with regard to, you know, how they'll probably try to turn Obama into a laughingstock. I think one of the things I find most interesting about Trump thus far is I feel like there is a lot of game playing. Hangs out with a lot of white supremacists. He's hung out with the likes of Epstein, one of the most notorious human sex traffickers. And then you look at, you know, just things like this. You know, we had completely changed, as an example, Fort Cavazos, you know, from Fort Hood. Now he wants to reinstate it. And
yeah, it was Fort Cavazos. Now it's going back to. They still call it Fort Hood anyway. They still call it Fort Hood anyway. I mean, like, that doesn't rub me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna be real. That don't rub me the wrong way.
There's a lot of things like that, you know, where he.
Yeah, I seen him took MLK statue up out of there. I seen he trying to change. He changed the mountain name back to what the mountain used to be called. Yeah, Trump coming in, he changing shit.
Yeah, it's just, you know, there's a lot of things where you look at these ideologies that he's espousing and that he's aligning himself with, not even necessarily on people, like, you know, or former presidents or leaders like Obama. Represents the black community.
Hold on, y'all.
The achievements that.
Hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off, caller, but Cypher said, can Plug get 5 likes in exchange for a membership? Cypher, man, listen, you don't got to do that, but I do appreciate you, man. Let's get 5 likes. Cypher said we got a membership coming, man. We need 5 likes. We got to get to 40 likes, man, before we say anything, man. 40 likes before we even continue on. Straight up. We just got to double tap the screen. That's all you got to do is double tap the screen, support the channel for free. You know what I'm saying? Double tap the screen, support the channel for free. Hold on. We have 40 likes. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. You said I'll subscribe to the colored boy. You don't care? Fuck you, John Dexter. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, like one of the things that, you know, we're looking at the situation is if you have an individual whose, you know, morals are so corruptible, you know, archaic, you know, and this is what's influencing not, you know, just the current voting population, but the younger generation. Something people to be mindful of, you know.
No, most definitely. I'm gonna get ready to open the call lines back up, but I'm gonna let you lead a chat with a statement or ask me a question or anything like that, man. We can, you know, go back and forth on one more topic.
Hey, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
I thank you for calling in, Austin, Texas, man. I hope that you subscribe to the channel. All right. All right, the call lines are back open. The call lines are back open. The call lines are back open. You said, can I say Trump is better? I'm going to say Plug is better. Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube, man. Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube, man.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Call from Eva.
What's going on? What's going on now? What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Ava.
What's going on, Ava?
I'm coming from Georgia.
Okay, Georgia, how you feeling about tonight's topics?
I'm feeling pretty good. Can I just ask something real fast?
Go ahead.
Can everyone just spam Trump in the chat?
Why would she hang up? You don't have to hang up. I don't care if they spam Trump or not.
Chris.
Hold on one second, Chris. I don't know why she hung up when they said, can someone spam Trump in the chat like that? Wasn't gonna piss me off. Spam, you could have stayed on the damn call. Thank you, Cypher, for the gifted membership, man. Y'all put some flames in the chat for Cypher and that gifted membership. Cypher, my boy, I sure do appreciate you, man, for your continued support.
To the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Straight up, straight up. Is the caller still on the line? No, the caller's not on the line. Chris called and hung up. Chris, why you hang up? Why you hang up, Chris? I just don't understand why that she hung up after she said that. Yeah. Run the damn comments up. Spam who you like, man. Who you with, Mup? Who you with? That's how they acting. Spam Obama, spam Trump, man. Pick your side, man. Shit, man, I am the voice of the politically homeless. I am the voice of the politically homeless, man. We not here to unify nothing, man. We here to call this shit out, man. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm the voice of this shit, man. I'm the voice of this shit, man. Who gonna call in? Oh, there was somebody there just called. Hold on.
What's up, brother?
What's going on now, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Brent. My name is Prime Minister Chris on your chat, but my name is Brent. I am a Democrat from Rochester, New York. Trump supporters are so stupid, brother. I live near Trump supporters. You know what they want to start in this country? They want to start a race war between black versus white. That's why they want to kick out all the illegals. I'm seeing this. It's going to be a race war. I'm seeing it, and he's going to fight it like he incited January 6th. You know what I'm saying? And they hate free speech, these Trump supporters. President Obama, President Obama, President Obama, President Obama, President Obama. I'm in Rochester, New York, Trump supporters. Come get you some.
All right now, Rochester.
President Obama, President Obama, President Obama.
Hey, man, listen, man. How you feeling about tonight's topics, though, man? How you feeling about Trump being on the Epstein files and Bundy knowing about it? Trump knowing about it?
He said that 10-year-old girl, and I'll be dating you when you get older. That's the pervert. That's a pedophile. Let a black man say that.
Okay.
I'm in Rochester, New York, Trump supporters. Come get you some. I'm in the hood. My address is 123 Plymouth Avenue on the west side.
Listen, caller. Okay, caller. Do you think? Caller. Do you think? I don't want to listen. Let me ask you a question, caller. I'm trying to ask you something. Do you think Obama will be raided? Not do you think if it's right or wrong, do you think it will happen?
No, it's not going to happen.
Okay. All right.
President Obama, Trump supporter. Niggas 133 South Plymouth Avenue on the west side, Trump. Come to the hood.
All right, caller, man. Appreciate you. I hope you subscribe, man. He called in this motherfucker piped up. Hey, listen, chat.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
You ain't gonna get this shit nowhere else, man. I am the voice. I am the voice of the politically homeless. You ain't gonna get this shit nowhere else, man. double tap the screen, shut a live out. Who did I just miss a call from? I'm calling you back, caller. Let's get to 60 likes right quick, man. Let's get to 60 likes. All right, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Calling from Los Angeles, California.
What's going on, Los Angeles? Talk to me. How you feeling about tonight's topics?
How am I feeling about tonight? This conversation pretty good.
Appreciate you. Where you stand on it?
Okay, I stand on it. I think you made a lot of valid points and it's good. And you might be right, because I think that Obama will probably be arrested and do just like you said, because I think it's going to be for show. They just want that they want that optics out there so they can say that they can get to anybody. Now whether they're gonna like call them in front of a judge and all that, yeah, they definitely gonna do that.
Correct. Yeah, I think they're gonna do it, man, because to make a statement, man. You got to think. Look at all this DEI rollbacks and shit. Then Obama, if they raid him, arrest him for treason, they're gonna be like, that was a DEI president. You see why we had to take DEI away? Come on, man. They already saying it. It's already going on in these right-wing chats. It's going on. Trust me, I'm on 4 to 5 different platforms every day. On all of these platforms, I have a following, except Twitch. My Twitch ain't talking about shit. Y'all go sub to it. But these right-wingers, that's what they're saying. They're spamming it right now. It would be a black man to commit the highest crime at the highest office. Treason is one of the highest crimes, if not the highest crime.
Exactly.
The president is the highest
Especially
office.
when you look at if you look at what the Attorney General said, used the word treason. They said treason.
Correct.
So they definitely trying to get him hemmed up.
Correct. That's why they're saying no judge will do this, no judge will do that. Listen. Oh, you're going to have to cut that TV down in the back. But listen, they might not need a judge to sign off on it. They might not care. They might send them folks, man. Pam Bundy, the DOJ, man, she might call them folks, man, like, hey, man, how many times have we seen people get their house raided without a warrant? Y'all act like this shit don't happen to regular people.
True, you right about that, my brother.
They get the warrant when they on the way there. They don't even wait for the warrant till they already loaded up. They halfway to the damn door. Kimberly, I understand presidents have immunity, but that immunity is not gonna stop him
calling
from
your show because I called you first when we had a nice conversation.
I appreciate you. So let me ask you this before we get you off the line. How do you feel about the redistricting? How do you feel
when the Diddy verdict was read?
Right. How do you feel about the redistricting? Since you're in California, you know Abbott said he was going to redistrict Texas, and Newsom responded.
Yes, of course we all know that that's a bunch of BS. I'm not trying to cuss on your show, but it's a whole bunch of BS, and we know that they doing this.
Your background too loud, caller. Your background way too loud, caller.
I'm on the speakerphone, so that's why I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, but go ahead. You said it's a bunch of BS. You know what?
It's about them trying to retain power because if you look about it, and I'm keeping it specific to Texas, since you was talking about Texas, is how come Texas how come Texas has one of the largest counties, and I'm talking about Harris County? They passed a law that says that you can't do the drive-in voting only in that county.
Correct.
And why did they do that? Because
Harris County, that's Houston, right?
it's overwhelmingly black.
Okay. Well, all right,
That is
caller, man.
correct.
You got a lot of feedback in the background, man. I'm going to get to the next caller. I do appreciate you for calling back in and talking to me, man. Be sure to call back in. It's a real bad delay.
All right, thank you very much, and thanks for hollering at me about this.
All right, now. All right, I'm going to open the call lines back up. Yeah, he had a real bad delay. Let me see what Twitch doing. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Let's get to 70 likes right quick. Double tap the screen, shut the live out. We 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. Can't plug, get a sub, man. I don't care if you far left, far right, liberal, conservative, leftist, Marxist, centrist, straight up and down the middle. I don't care if you having a good night. I don't care if you can't fight. I don't care if I'm the person that you don't like. Get your ass in here, man. Share this video out far and wide. What's going on, Rob? Where you calling from?
Texas, brother.
What's going on, Texas?
Not much, man. I was gonna try to give you a little heads up on what. I'm a lifelong Texan. I was in your chat. I was Constable, Texas. But what you were talking about Harris County, yeah, you were right. That's Houston, and they weren't wrong about South H-Town. Around NASA and all that, that's usually the area that is abandoned by most police and any type of emergency people during floods, and usually it's the poorest area. And there's a company called Texas Molecular that injected 2 million gallons of toxic water in below their water supply.
Allegedly.
I'm looking up. No, they did it. No, it was public. The stuff that happened in East Palestine. All that runoff, that it was killing everything downstream of it. We're talking all the fish, all the frogs, everything was dying. So they captured it and they transported it to Texas and they injected it below the water table.
Damn. The chat said, damn, that's crazy. Is that the case that Busby worked on?
There was a few people talking about it. Tim Cassidy talked about it.
No, I'm saying Tony Busby, the attorney, he said he just won a $640 million case down there. I was wondering, was it that?
I'm not sure if it's that specifically or if he's suing as an additional attachment to it, but there are people, there's not going to be a race war. If people were talking about earlier, it might be a class war, because a lot of the working class of all colors, we're all getting screwed, and we realize it. And they're making it to where you have to have a higher and higher set of skills to even compete with regular jobs and be able to actually afford anything. Local Texans around Austin specifically are being squeezed out by Californians coming here. That's why they were trying to redraw the districts. It's called gerrymandering. It should have been made illegal a long time ago. It's where the politicians choose their voters instead of the other way around.
Have you heard about the all-white enclave that they're building in Arkansas right now? A group of investors have bought 2 strips of land, and they're making an all-white enclave for like-minded people. Blacks, Jews, and minorities specifically are expressly not allowed.
I think that is not going to work, because similar to I think it was called Epic Texas, or Epic City, Texas, where they were trying to do a Muslim only, and Abbott clamped down on it. The last time you had anybody that tried setting up their own conclave was over in Waco, Texas, with the French Davidians, and that was under Clinton and the federal government. That was right after Ruby Ridge, and that was also one of the reasons that the guy who bombed Oklahoma City that he basically was using that as a reason why he did it, because the feds went in there with people who were military, but it was against the posse comitatus. Look it back up, it's like 1890s. It was passed saying that you couldn't use the military against civilians.
Correct.
Well, they violated that. And they went in and they wouldn't let people escape. People who tried to leave at night were shot from helicopter. When it burned down, they were shooting people as they were running out. Two men that weren't even associated with what had happened were going back to the compound, and they were stopped by people who had just been shot in the military. These guys are either feds or military. We don't know exactly who it was, but they took both of them out of the car and shot them both, killing one of them. And this was outside the compound. This was before they ever got there. And this is something because they were pissed off that they lost at least two people when they were trying to go in there and take the compound.
Okay.
Usually you see.
Now you talking about Black Wall Street?
Well, no, I'm talking about like this happened in Waco.
Oh,
It
in
was
Waco.
like if you look at the Branch Davidians, they had a shootout with them, and you see the video of them shooting through the ceiling as one of the guys slides down the ladder. That was the interaction they were pissed from, and they were running back with one of their wounded, and the guy was bleeding out, and two of the people that were the Branch Davidians, but they weren't part of this interaction. They were just coming back with like groceries or something. They basically were pulled out of their vehicle and shot, and they hadn't done anything, and nobody was ever held accountable for that. And that had nothing to do with it. It was just a show of force that where if you get out of hand or out of line, the federal government will show up. The only group that ever was successful at pushing back was, it was under Obama. It was the ranch guy. Basically, I'm trying to think of exactly what state, or he was like over in like one of the western states around the 4 Points, where his family had deeded a large group of land to basically the state for them to use for public use, but they could still graze their cattle on it. And basically the feds showed up and tried to basically steal their cattle. And the only reason the feds they ended up backing up and folding was because they had a lot of people that were Minutemen and other former and active veterans and other police that didn't agree with the other feds that showed up, and the feds were outgunned. That was the only reason that they backed down.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, they saying that. That you was talking about Blue Ridge. Somebody said now he's talking about
Ruby Ridge. Yeah, the Ruby Ridge was the one where it was a guy who was a former Army Ranger, I believe, and he sold a sawed-off shotgun to an undercover. And so instead of going and arresting him, they had snipers go on his property, and his son was out hunting with another man, and he came across one of the snipers and ended up shooting the guy because he was like, I'm on my property, and these random people with guns are here. Both, I believe, his son and that guy get shot and killed. He's running up. The father also they take shots at him. They miss him. They wound him, but don't kill him. He's running up to his log cabin, or whatever his cabin was, and his wife that had I'm going to say 3-month-old or something like that in her arms, they miss him and hit his wife in the head, killing her. And so his, I think, 6-year-old grabs the baby and is basically huddled up in that and held up there for the better part of a couple days with him with the dead wife's body still inside the cabin. He eventually settled out of court. They dropped a lot of the charges, but he got they really threw the political system at him, and it was a big to do back in the day. But again, a lot of this got kind of covered up.
Man, they saying you cooking, Carla. They saying you cooking.
It's true. A lot of this stuff goes back over 100 years. If you want to go back to Edward House, he's the one who created the Federal Reserve, the Commission for Foreign Relations, and the Trilateral Commission, which are the basically 3 strongest economies in the world that control the world economy. Was meant to the UK, United States, and Japan. And he died in prison in the 1990s before the Iron Curtain fell, right before it fell. And when they checked a lot of the documents from the USSR, they found out that Edward House
Okay. All right, caller. How you feeling about Trump being on the Epstein file?
Honestly, you're looking at more than just him. Everything that is implicating him is implicating Mossad. It's implicating Israel back to, like, not just Netanyahu. It's a lot of the Zionists, which they would consider like the far right on their side. It goes back to them. Not all Jews, just like not all Muslims are bad guys, not all Jews are bad people. You got to understand that, like, everybody has been implicated for so long that you cannot go against anything that has to do with AIPAC in the United States government, period. Or you are quietly put down. Like, whether it's they silence your voice or they silence you permanently. And the last several presidents that tried to do anything about the Fed were usually shot. Andrew Jackson, Teddy Roosevelt, and JFK. And they were all shot, some of them successfully, some of them not. Andrew Jackson ended up whooping the crap out of a guy, almost killing him on the Senate stairs. Teddy Roosevelt took one to the chest, but it had his Bible, and it hit his Bible, and it ended up like being lodged in his rib. And he continued his speech for another 30 minutes before he went and sought physical assistance. So he was definitely a man's man. And then JFK got killed, but what you're looking at is the edited footage. And you know if you're looking at the edited footage because you'll see a tree that is floating, the bottom half of it is not there. That's how you know if you're looking at the edited footage.
Okay. All right, caller. Well, I'm gonna open the call lines back up, man. You called in and you dropped a lot of gems, man. I am gonna have to do my research. If you want to join my Discord, I'm gonna have my mods drop the Discord for you. We got a lot of people in there, man, that'll like to have some good conversations with you. I'm sure of it.
Okay, brother. Thanks for having me. Have a good night.
All right, man. You as well. All right. Look, what I'm finna start doing, y'all, is I'm finna start dual streaming to YouTube. Like, y'all finna come to my channel, and I'm gonna have a vertical live going and a horizontal live going. And I'm gonna be on the vertical live telling y'all ass to go to the horizontal live. But y'all gonna wanna be in here with the chat, but we just gonna migrate everybody over to the horizontal live so I can run some damn ads. Double tap the screen though. Shut the live out, man. Let's get to 100 likes right quick. Let's get to 100 likes right quick. I am live on Twitch. If you do have Twitch, go over there and give me a follow. You can support the channel for free by liking the stream. Double tap the screen. I'm gonna open the call lines back up right now. I just opened the call lines up. Ricky, I seen you was trying to call back a couple times. Somebody else was talking, trying to call in. I had a couple missed calls. But the call lines are now back open. The call lines are back open. We do have memberships available. The memberships get you access to some cool ass emojis. What? Oh no. In your browser settings. Wow. Where the hell is my browser setting? Settings. How the hell do I allow my mic? Wow, they doing us like that again, chat. They doing us like that again, chat. Wow, I don't even know how to cut the mic back on, bro. It said my browser settings, bro. I'm in my browser settings. Wow, chat. They trying to do us like that again, chat. Every time we get a good caller in or something, man, they always want to try to knock us down, bro. I don't know. They doing that, bro. Like the last time the other person was calling in, the guy that was calling in talking about all of the deportation and shit, man. As soon as like it was, They knocked us off the stream. Then when I first got on the stream, the Google Voice wasn't working. Now in the middle, this guy comes on, get the cooking about all of this shit. Now the Google Voice is up again. Like, what is we doing? Now it's working.
Hello.
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, I'm Alex. I'm calling from Southern California.
What's going on, Alex from Cali, man? Talk to me. How you feeling about tonight's topics?
Okay, so has there been any new updates about the whole Epstein thing with Trump? Like, am I late to the show somehow?
It came out today that the DOJ told Trump that his name was in the Epstein files. They confirmed it. The DOJ confirmed his name is in the Epstein files along with a lot of other people's. But that tells me what that tells me is he been knowing. That goes back to the interviews he's done, how uncomfortable he gets when he's questioned about it, saying it's, a witch hunt, saying that it's not credible and this and that. There was no list, or there wasn't a list. But you know what I'm saying? When I hear that he's confirmed that he's on the list, the DOJ told him, which is Pam bonding them, and they put 1,000 agents on 100,000 pages to flag his name. It's like he's been knowing, and that is a telltale sign on how uncomfortable he looks when he's asked that question. He's at least known since March. At least since March, he's known. March or May. Whatever month they went through the files, it was either March or May when they put those 1,000 agents on it. He's known at least since then.
Yeah, that's pretty damning. Wow. I didn't know that they actually had confirmation about it.
We don't know what his name. I'm gonna say this: we don't know what they're saying about him in there. The right is, I am the voice of the politically homeless, but the right, they're saying that him and Epstein were, associates for a while. His name was probably in there. That doesn't mean there was anything bad. It was just in there probably because, they were friends, and, he's the one. They're saying that why would Trump out him? He's the one that outed him. He's the one that, cut him off and did all of this shit. So they're saying that, of course, his name would be in there, but not in that kind of way. That's what the right's saying.
See, so it's like he would just be guilty by association.
That's what the right is saying, and the left is saying that's complete bullshit. We know what was going on.
I feel like the left doesn't have a lot to lose at this point. They lost a very big election. Excuse me. They were kind of scrambling for candidates. If they really, really wanted dirt on Trump to bring him down, I feel like they would have done this at a more pivotal time. But then again, we're only 8 months into his presidency, so they could use this as leverage if it really is damning.
What's up, Court?
Or impeachment, but I don't know if they're going to go that route because a lot of their favorable people are on the list too.
Well, it's a big nothing burger. I came out last week and I said it was going to be nothing. So now they're saying an Obama-appointed judge won't let the files come out, which we knew that they wouldn't because when they sent the paperwork over to the judge for the files to be released, there had to be a specific reason. And there's very strict guidelines on the only reasons this judge can sign off on letting it be released. And they put none of those reasons in there. They said that they need these files to be released due to public outcry, knowing that public outcry was not going to be a viable reason for this judge to sign off on it.
And you know what? As an anonymous caller, I'm going to be 100% honest. I voted for the guy 3 times. And with all the stuff that's been coming out and just the way he's been reacting, it's got me taking a couple of second guesses about the situation. And then, as the days go by, there's more and more, I guess you could say, receipts about their friendship. There was something released about him and Melania and Epstein and Ghislaine at like a 2003 Victoria's Secret runway exhibition, and the whole thing with the letter and this and that, and it's just
I think they
It's
debunked the
troubling.
letter.
Yeah, it's troubling, and I'm not saying I'm like in denial or anything. I'm open to it, but if you want full and complete transparency and you have nothing to hide, then release everything. Make everything known. And I've discussed this with a lot of boomer Trump voters, my parents, and they said, "Oh, he's using it as leverage for people on the left so he could keep his presidency." And I'm like, I don't know, I don't know how much that is actually real or not. Like, do you think he's playing like some 4D chess thing? Do you think?
Hell
I
no.
would think that after all these years of just he has 2 scoops of
Listen,
ice cream.
I'm not
He has
gonna say
one,
he's
all
playing.
this petty shit. Like, they would put something damning out to take him down, and this would be
Listen,
it.
you know what could be damning? What could be very damning where turning a blind eye is very damning. If they got evidence that man was around and turned a blind eye to some atrocities, he in trouble. Whether he physically did anything or not. If he turned the blind eye, that could be the nervousness from just turning a damn blind eye. That's what people not realizing. You are in trouble if you turn a blind eye when children are harmed.
That's right. It's like the same thing with people that are around abuse victims. They see it, but they say nothing. You're just guilty because you didn't step up and do the right thing at the right time. And if this whole thing ends up, let's just say he never slept with an underage woman, okay? Let's just say all this is hogwash and he was just guilty by association, blah 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 blah. If he was aware of the operation but he didn't do it, as you were saying,
Maddie B says, how do you know he know? He told us. He said he likes them young.
Yeah, that's a pretty damn.
You talking about how do I know he knows shit? How the fuck does anybody know he know? He said it. He likes them young.
This Epstein guy, I gotta tell you, likes them young. He just like I did.
He knew the kid.
Yeah, he's actually on. This is coming from a voter. He's actually on record of saying that people want to have buyer's remorse, but at the same time, Jesus fucking Christ, excuse my language.
Okay.
I just think we're at a big crossroads right now, and whether he's guilty, innocent, or guilty by association, we need full disclosure. And it's kind of funny that, looking back, that Epstein was unalived during his first term. But at the same time, Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested at that time. But she has yet to come forward with all information because she was only protecting her ass before she got thrown in the slammer that we know of.
They said the House subpoenaed her. Today they said the House subpoenaed Ghislaine Maxwell tonight. Reports came out that the House
subpoenaed, as in they're gonna take her in and testify.
They're gonna go down there. She's gonna do a video deposition, I think.
That'll be very interesting.
I don't know if we're gonna see it though.
Shit's getting crazy, man. And I just, for a president that was elected, transparency. He was showing everything what he was doing. He got elected and he was very transparent. Unlike our last president that was very secretive. He never went out in public. Everything was done under the table. Blah, 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 blah. For a president that's running on transparency, release the files. Release everything you have. And if not, that shows that you are either guilty by association or you were part of it. That's all I gotta say for that. You need to release everything if you want to be the most transparent presidency at the time.
But in order to release everything, they have to go through the correct processes, and that's what they're not doing. They can say release everything or I want to, but if you know that somebody's gonna hold up the process, right? That's like you saying, you know what I'm saying? That's like you saying that you know what I'm saying? It's just they're holding up the process. They know what it
Yeah.
takes to get it cleared, and they're not they're not doing this going through the legwork to make sure it gets cleared. They're purposely making sure that they do just enough to make it look like we tried, but it's not gonna happen on both sides.
Well, what do you think? Like, do you think he's actually guilty of these horrible crimes?
I'm gonna say this. I think it's gonna be bad either way it comes out, and nothing good. Nothing. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna look in the camera. Message to America: the only person that truly benefits, other than the American people and the victims getting credible, but the only politician or anything close to a politician that truly benefits is Elon.
That's right, because then he would just be like proven right.
It's Elon.
Yeah,
He's talking about starting. Listen, think about how much fear. Think about if this list comes out and it has the ramifications that we think it's gonna have. Politicians, Hollywood, potentially law enforcement, potentially military operations. Listen,
our entire country.
what that would do is that would put so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt inside of not the old guard, but the new left, the new right, like the people coming up. That's going to put so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They're going to be looking for somewhere to go. And maybe Elon can't run for president, but he had to put somebody else up. He got the bag to do it. That would give him an easier pathway to, push his agendas. You seen Mark Cuban came out and said he would like to run with him. Or he not run with him, but he would like to join his party.
I'm not very religious, but that sounds very anti-Christ. Like someone to rise from the ashes of a fallen system.
Correct.
That's pretty crazy, and I could see that. I feel like if unredacted, full-on released, this whole thing was just shown to the American people, whether it's or not, it would crumble our nation, and it would give there's an out to attack us from within because we're so unstabilized. I think maybe that's what they're holding out for. I don't know, but it's fucking crazy. And the fact that we even have a sitting president right now that's
not sponsored
about being involved in something like that says a lot. And I might be put on a list after this interview or call-in or whatever, but I don't think that Epstein wasn't part of a giant Mossad conspiracy. The rich and powerful and the elite of the American empire. The whole operation wasn't about blackmail, videotapes, and I got you. You're going to go down with the ship if we all go down. And with the Prince Andrew picture that was released with Virginia Giuffre, and then Ghislaine was in the background. Like, yeah, we got your number. Like, like you're all guilty. You're all part of it. So we have video footage, documentation, flight logs. So if shit hits the fan for them, which it kind of is right now, like everyone's going to go down with the ship. And Mossad, which is basically Israel CIA, going to look at that was their main objective and goal, was to basically, the rich and powerful, the elites, the lawyers, the fucking anyone who was involved in this thing, which are all very rich and powerful and prominent people, that if I'm going to go down, then the whole ship's going to go down. But the real question is, if that happens, then what happens afterwards? And that's what scares me.
Nah, correct, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. I'm gonna open the call lines back up. I hope you subscribe to the channel and share this video out far and wide, man, and call back in another time.
I really appreciate the time. Thank you for taking my call.
Hey, man, no problem, man. Thanks for having.
All right, have a good night.
All right. I done told him thanks for having me like it's his damn show. This my damn show. I'm tripping. Am I sleepy, chat? Let me cut the do not disturb on. All right, the call lines are now back open. Let's get to 100 likes right quick, man. Let's get to 110 likes. Let's push through 100. Let's go straight to 110. Double tapping the screen is how you share the video, man. Bada bing with the $13 Canadian, $14 Canadian. Bada bing. Bada bing, bada bing says Obama won't ever be arrested for it. I don't think it's a coincidence that Trump started talking about Obama as soon as everyone knew he was on the list. Obama is to distract us from the list. I'm going to say this. I do think Obama will be raided and arrested. I'm going to disagree with you on that, bada bing. And I told you why a few times, man. Trump's got a level to playing field. He can't be the only one, man. He finna try to arrest Obama and raid his house. Do I think Obama will be, convicted, go to jail or anything? Nah. Even with the presidential immunity and all of that. But I feel like they're going to try. What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from? I can't hear you. Okay, what's going on now?
Been chilling, bro. I heard you say they were going to raid Obama's house.
Correct.
I don't know if that's possible because he knows too much about the old president before him.
I mean, I don't think Trump and his administration care about that.
I mean, he on the list too, though. And then he can do the Nino Brown thing. Like, it's bigger than him. It's bigger than Obama.
Correct, but politically, Obama has a lot more to expose, but I don't think Obama will go to jail. I think Trump's going to raid his house. I think Trump's going to make Obama go down to the station and take a mugshot photo, exactly like he had to. Trump didn't go to jail, but Trump house got raided and they found those documents in there, about 300 of them that wasn't supposed to be, that was still not declassified. All of them wasn't supposed to be there. 300 of them was still classified. But he feels like he didn't do anything wrong and they impeded on his privacy. They went into his home, his mansion, where his wife and kids sleep, and raided at 8 something in the morning and raided it. Made him then. Huh? Yes, and then what did he do? Some months later, he walked him. He had to walk into the police station and take a mugshot. That's where you get that 47 photo. That is Trump's mugshot. Trump is going to do Obama the same way. Will a judge hear it out, or will a judge throw it out immediately? Probably, maybe that's a possibility, but he's gonna get raided. He's gonna be uncomfortable. They're gonna be running around saying that a nigga got it to the highest position and shit still fucked up because they're already saying it. I'm telling y'all, I'm on 4 different platforms doing this shit. The right wing is going crazy right now. They're already saying it.
You see the ICE raid.
Correct.
And they got people out there blocking the cars and stuff like that when they're picking up the illegals and stuff like that, trying to block the federal aid. And they're going to do the same thing when they try to arrest Obama, like, you have people out there in dresses and stuff and makeup and, those type of people trying, protesting and stuff like against his arrest to make a political statement.
I'm not understanding the question. You got kind of low. I couldn't really hear you.
I mean, like, the people that support him, like the people that he was fighting for, like the LBG community.
Correct.
Don't you think they're gonna be like protesting against his arrest and stuff like that, like they doing with the ICE agent, like blocking?
Nobody. That's the thing, though. Nobody. When the arrest comes, see how a raid happens is. Yeah. Nobody's gonna know. We just gonna wake up one morning.
They're gonna try to tip. They're gonna try to tip them off. got Secret Service agents, and, you know.
If they tip them off, and what the thing about it is, if they truly wanted to raid Obama and send him to jail and shit, they don't think they're gonna find anything at his house or nothing. They don't. They got everything, quote unquote, that they need already. They're gonna raid his house as a show of force. They're gonna raid his house to blemish his image. Look,
so that'll be terrible on the world stage for Putin. You know, that'd be like a lot of propaganda for Xi Jinping, and you know, to be like, you know, our country is out of control right now. So,
do you think Trump cares? Do you think Trump cares? I just need a yes or no answer. Do you think Trump cares?
I don't think he cares.
Okay.
I really don't, but I think like his advisors is like kind of, you know, holding him back to kind of like reeling him in, like kind of like keeping him from doing a lot of stuff that he really want to do.
Trump said it yesterday. Did you watch the White House interview at the Oval Office? Did you hear what he said yesterday?
No, I didn't. I'm not.
He said this. He said Hillary Clinton, those emails, I just dropped it. You know, I just dropped it because she was I'm paraphrasing. He didn't say this exactly, but it's along the lines of this. He said, I just dropped it because she was the wife of an ex-president. But after how they did me, we're going to go after all of them. All of them. So you know what that tells me? It's a revenge tour. He wants to do exactly to them what they did to him. Drag his name through the mud, raid his crib with his wife and children there, and make him go get a mugshot. And the ramifications of that is going to be what's going on right-wing Twitter and Rumble right now. DEI president. That's what they're calling him over there.
But I think all that when he came up with the you can't prosecute a president after he had got arrested and after they had impeached him.
This is treason we're talking about. This is treason, though.
It's treason, and I know Dick Cheney, he had
That's the reason the rhetoric is so strong. They probably couldn't if it was something else, but when it's something such as like a high crime like treason, it might be something else. What's up, Shell?
The president I don't think Trump was the president at the time that Obama was spying on him, though. When he was in the I think
Trump hadn't came. Trump won it in November. The stuff came out. The probe started in September. Trump won, I believe, in November or something, but he didn't take office till January. Then they got some documents Obama was signing off on in December regarding it. Obama didn't deny it. Obama came out and said, yeah, we still feel the same way. Russia did try to influence the election. They just wasn't successful. We still feel the same way. Like, Obama doubled down on it like, yeah, nigga, I did it.
I mean, and then with the Epstein, you know, situation. Like,
so right now, this is the battle. Before we go to the Epstein, this is the battle right now. Obama is saying, we had evidence Russia was trying to influence the election, but they were not successful, so we wanted to investigate more. Trump is saying, listen, let me finish. Trump is saying, y'all investigated and there was nothing there, so you should have ended it. So that's the discrepancy. That's why Obama and his supporters are saying it wasn't treason because we found something there, quote unquote. And Trump and them are trying to say that, no, you knew for sure it was nothing there, quote unquote. That's where you get the treason. One side says it is, one side it's all of the beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Shell, thank you, Shell, for joining Plugged In, Shell. Shell just unlocked access to some cool-ass emojis and over 250 past live streams. Shell, go in and use them emojis, girl. We got Cowboy Plug is the newest emoji this week. Thank you, Shell. Go ahead, Liberty Bell.
All the instability that we got from Canada and Mexico and from abroad, I don't think we should be too much focused on. I mean, I know it's a horrible situation. You know what I'm saying? It's some Diddy situation going on, but we got bigger things going on right now. You know, we got too much money in our Congress and in our Senate. We got just too much going on right now. That's going on right now. That's bigger than what they're trying to put. And as the FDA, man, I'm thinking about reparations, man. All that right there, I'm trying to get my people straight.
Most definitely, man.
On the jobs, and you know, we got a lot of anti-blackness on these jobs and stuff, man. Like, you know, we just got a lot to deal with, man. And like, I know that's horrible, you know, but all them birds, what we expect from the rest of everybody? Like, what we expect? Just got
Okay.
there, so like, you know, what we expect right now?
Man, straight up now. All right, caller, man. I'm gonna open the call lines back up. I appreciate you for calling in and having that convo with me, man. Hey, be sure to subscribe to the channel for me, man. All right, now. Hey, that was a really good caller, man. Y'all, let's get to 110 likes right quick. Let's get to 110 likes right quick, man. Let's get to 110 likes right quick, man. I'm finna open the call lines back up. Blue Dale, yeah, I got a job. I actually just got off papers too, you know what I'm saying? I start my record sealing process in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Do you hear me? Y'all lucky I can't run for office. I'll run for city council or something somewhere. Listen, hold on. I'm finna cut the call lines off for a minute. I'm finna cut the call lines off. I want y'all to hear how they talking. Y'all sitting here saying that this and that. Nah, hell no. I just said I'm cutting the call lines off.
Call from, it's Michelle Plug.
Oh, hell.
To accept, press 1.
What's going on, Cheryl?
Hey, Plug.
I just said I was finna cut the damn call lines off, but I answered and it was you, so I went on and picked it up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
All I gotta say is that I am so proud of you.
Thank you, Cheryl. You know, we've been waiting for a long time, man.
It's nice to actually be able to be a official YouTube member and be able to see you have members and to have all of that. So I encourage everyone to become a member if you can, because Plug's worked really, really hard at this, y'all. He really has, and
Funny is it?
He does well at this. So.
Man, I appreciate you, Cheryl. We finna play a little bit of this clip from Caroline, so you can call back in a minute, but I'm gonna close the call line so they can hear Caroline, because they saying that they not going after Obama. He not gonna be raided.
Perfect. All right, I'll be here watching.
All right, now. Thank you, Cheryl. Lala, you funny as hell. Appreciate Cheryl for calling in. Let me see. Appreciate all the new subs. What's your name? Mock said, just got here too. Are you for or against the, and then they got some damn little stars in there. I don't know, you was cussing. They said you was cussing and you was cussing real bad, so they wouldn't let me see that. Or maybe you put them stars there yourself. I don't know, but they said you was cussing real bad and they wouldn't let me see that. But let's get to 120 likes right quick. Let's get to 120 likes right quick. Double tap the screen, shut the live out, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, I just, you know what I'm saying,
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Yeah. Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube, man. I don't care if you far left, far right, liberal, conservative, leftist, Marxist. I don't care if you straight up and down the middle or centrist. I don't care if you having a good night. I don't care if you ate some Mike and Nikes. I don't care if you ain't even feeling right. Call in soon as I open the call lines back up, because right now they locked up, man. We finna listen to this clip, man, and I need 8 more likes. Let's get to 120 likes. Oh, shit. Shell just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Shell, for the 5 gifted. Thank you, Shell. Y'all put flames in the chat for Shell, and y'all let me know let everybody know you just got access to 250 past live streams, and you get some cool emojis. Thank you, Liberty Bell. You get some cool emojis. We got the cowboy plug emoji. We got the confused plug emoji. We got the judge plug, man. Y'all use those emojis down there, man. Let's have some fun in the chat. Double tap the screen, shut the live out, man. Thank you, Shell, for the 5 gifted. Thank you, Shell, for the 5.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Yeah, Shell, get a couple of those for that.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Yeah, when them subs get...
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Thank you, Shell, for your continued support, Shell. Thank you, Shell. I used to go to sleep on here because I would be live streaming and just fall asleep, man. And Shell would be on here, man, for hours, man, talking to everybody, man, to sharing her story and her thoughts and opinions, man. I appreciate you, Shell, for everything you done for the channel, man.
Fraud perpetuated on the American people from the very beginning. And the worst...
Look at them. Look at them emojis, man. Let's go. Let's go. Look at Sunset and Liberty and Maddie and Steve with them emojis, man. La go harder, man. Straight up. You said, how do you like? You got to double tap it. You got to double tap your cell phone. CN, you said thank you for not banning me when you get racist, man. Thank you, CN, for double tapping the screen, man. Thank you for the $5 super sticker. Y'all give CN the likes, man, for not banning him for when he get a little out of pocket here and there, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube, man. CN, you get one of those, man. You get one of those, hold on, I gotta find it, man. I'm looking around for it. Why the hell it ain't playing, man? They trying to shortchange you, CN. Hold on, let me go back into it. They trying to shortchange you right now, CN. We ain't going for that, man.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Yeah, see, we not going for that. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? We got
to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
And Cypher want a roll call, man. What time is it? Where you at, man? Shout out your city, shout out your state, shout out your region, man. If this your first time on my live stream, press 1 and I'll give you a shout out specifically. I'll give you a shout out specifically if this your first time in my live stream. But you got to shout out your city and shout out your state, man. You said Epstein. Yeah, Epstein lawyer also passed away today. We got Arizona in the building. Mark, welcome to my live stream. My name is Plug and I am the voice of the politically homeless. I am the voice of the one and only voice of the politically homeless. Scott, welcome in. Scott, hope you subscribe. Thank you, Meddling, for saying this is a great channel. Beanie, welcome in. Meddling Marshall said 3. Okay. It's Chicago, Illinois in the building. Nashville, Austin, Texas. Worldwide is in the building, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. Chicago is in the building. I need one more of these and we're going to get into Caroline's interview.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Yeah, man. Double tap the screen and share the live out, man. They say Texas love Plug, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I told y'all, man, I am the voice of the politically homeless, man. We finna get into it. Listen, Caroline them not bullshitting. They really finna go after Obama.
Obama knew that truth, and so did all of the other corrupt officials involved in this scam, including former CIA Director John Brennan, former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper, former FBI Director James Comey, former Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, and many others. Director of National Intelligence Gabbard's report...
They're trying to make it like a treason RICO. They're wrapping this up like a treason RICO. They're trying to get everybody nervous and somebody to tell on somebody, and then they got the documents laid out. Somebody's gonna flip, and they're gonna flip on Obama probably, man. Y'all know why. Let's be real, because he was the president.
Is here with me today, confirms that the Obama administration manufactured politicized intelligence, which was later used as the justification for baseless smears against President Trump in an effort to try to delegitimize his victory before he even took the oath of office. The truth is that President Trump never had anything to do with Russia, and the Russia collusion hoax was a massive fraud perpetuated on the American people from the very beginning. And the worst part of this is Obama knew that truth, and so did all of the other corrupt officials involved in this scam, including former CIA Director John Brennan, former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper, former FBI Director James Comey, former Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, and many others.
She just named like 7 or 8 people. Sorry, Chad, I'm still getting over this cold, man. My son got me sick. But she just named like 7 or 8 people, man. Y'all like the new microphone? I'm talking to y'all on my phone right now, but when we do the other style streams, y'all like the new mic, man? Got one of those, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, got a mic like my peers, man. I am the voice of the politically homeless, man.
Director of National Intelligence Gabbard's report.
You said long live Trump. All right now. Jen Ramirez, you said found in. What the hell is the found in?
Confirms what we are.
Who over there at the found in, seeing? Who over there at the found in? What you doing over there at the found in at 12:12 at night? It might not be a good look for you, CN, man. They catch you pulling out the fountain in at 12 at night, man, depending on what side of town that fountain in on.
There was no collusion, no corruption, except on the part of Barack Obama and the weaponized intelligence agencies at the time. The Russia hoax was a blatant lie, all ginned up by Democrat political operatives that were...
Thank you, Shell, for gifting Humble Pie membership. Flames in the chat for Shell, gifting Humble Pie that membership, man. Humble Pie, welcome to the greatest damn YouTube channel, man. On the face of the earth, man. You just got access to 250 past live streams, plus a bunch of cool emojis, including the brand new locked and loaded cowboy plug emoji, man. Y'all welcome Humble Pie as the newest member of Plugged In. Yes, we are actually plugged in. Shell, you get...
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Let me run that back for Shell.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Thank you, Shell, for your continued support, man. Thank you, Shell, for your continued support. Humble Pie, welcome to the Members Club, man. You will get access to 250 past live streams.
Off on by then.
Oh, I'm not taking calls right now, Joseph. We're gonna I'm gonna play this clip and then I'm gonna open the phone lines back up after I play this clip. I'm gonna play a little bit of what Caroline said, then I'm gonna play what Dossier said, then so we can talk about it, so y'all know how serious they are about this, because I don't think y'all realize. Y'all saying that, a lot of you guys are saying that, oh, they can't do it or it's not doing it. If you listen to the rhetoric that they're saying, oh, they're finna do it. They don't care if you like it. They don't care if they like it. They're getting ready to do what they're getting ready to do. And that's what I'm trying to relate to y'all. Like I tell y'all, I don't care if you left, right, anything like that, man. Straight up, man. This is what's going on. This is what they're getting ready to do. Take your feelings, ball them motherfuckers up, and throw it across the damn field.
And President Obama and leaked to the news media to launch
Something
a
on my
years-long
face.
wich hunt against President Trump
I hope it
and
ain't
his
no
first
booger.
administration.
Oh, that's some toilet
Allies
paper.
of the president,
I
including
don't got
his
no
own
Kleenex.
son,
That's some
Donald
toilet
Trump
paper.
Jr., were disgustingly smeared as Russian assets, and some even had their lives destroyed because of this vicious lie. The president's first 2 years in office...
Now they got Caroline at the White House press room. She got a damn PowerPoint up on the screen of Obama at the head like it's a damn RICO case. They got Obama with people all behind them. They got the whole mapped out of everything that was going on, man. They got the chart, man, on a damn PowerPoint at the White House talking about Russia's secret meeting circled in red, politicized intelligence, Obama's order, the deep state leaks.
Had this fake distraction hanging over it, and
Johnny Fire, what it do?
time and political capital were spent having to debunk.
Hey, let's get to 130 likes right quick. Let's get to 130 likes, man. Double tap the screen, shut the live out. Let's get to 130 likes right quick.
From the highest levels of our government. Now, nearly 10 years later, thanks to the declassification of documents by Director Gabbard, the truth has finally come to light. And this truth vindicates President Trump, his family, and his many allies and associates who were smeared with defamatory lies. President Trump was right from the beginning about all of this, and we are grateful that justice can be served. Now, we have even more damning evidence implicating those who tried to sabotage a duly elected president and did grave material harm to our republic. Thanks to additional important work done by CIA Director Ratcliffe, Committee Chairman Rick Crawford over the past few months, a newly declassified 2020 report prepared by the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, which DNI Director Gabbard has declassified, found that the intel community did not have any direct information that Russian President Vladimir Putin wanted to help elect President Trump in 2016, and in fact...
See, the devil's in the details. She's saying that they didn't have any direct information. She's not saying they didn't have any information or any indications or any inclinations. She's saying they did not have direct information. But in a case this big or something this serious talking about usurping the election, you will probably need to have direct information. We 2 likes away from 130, man. 2 likes away from 130, man. Double tapping the screen is how you like the video. I know you watching on your phone. Hey, you. That's watching, listening on your phone. Double tapping the screen is how you like it. Don't lie to me. You on that phone.
Russia was actively preparing for a Hillary Clinton victory. But at the unusual direction of Barack Obama at the time, the intel community published implausible intelligence suggesting otherwise.
Diego, you said gone to November looking boy. Diego, let's not do that, Diego. You know it's plug after dark, you know what I'm saying? I get a little, you know what I'm saying, what they call it, mannish at plug after dark. I might get to looking around, you know what I'm saying where your baby mama at, man. Stop playing with me, Diego, since I'm gone to November looking boy. Might take your baby mama to November looking boy. Play with me.
Why? To sabotage the incoming president. This is truly one of the greatest political scandals in American history. And reporters at legacy outlets, some of which are sitting in this room today, like the New York Times and the Washington Post, were ridiculously awarded Pulitzer Prizes for their perpetuation of this hoax. It's well past time for those awards to be stripped from the journalists who receive them. It is not journalism to propagate political disinformation in service of the Democrat Party and those in the intelligence community who hand over out of context and fake intelligence to push a false political narrative. I will now pass it over to the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, to speak more about all of this, and then we will open it up for questions afterwards. Tulsi, thank you for being here.
Bro, Obama has nobody speaking for him. Like, this is the damn, like, nobody's speaking for Obama right now. Like, that's in the White House. Like, nobody. You see how, like, the Epstein file shit, like, it was kind of a divide. People were still speaking up for the Epstein. But when it comes to this Obama shit, it's fucking unanimous over there with them, bro. Like, they want Obama's head on a platter, bro. They want Obama's head. Double tap the screen. We, 2 likes away from 140. Let's get to 140 likes. Let's hear from Tulsi Gabbard. I'm going to go use the bathroom, man.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. At President Trump's direction and with the support and coordination of the House Intelligence Committee Chairman Rick Crawford, today we've released a declassified oversight majority staff that was produced in September of 2020. The stunning revelations that we are releasing today should be of concern to every American. This is not about Democrats or Republicans. This has to do with the integrity of our democratic republic and American voters having faith that the votes cast will count. There is irrefutable evidence that detail how President Obama and his national security team directed the creation of an intelligence community assessment that they knew was false. They knew it would promote this contrived narrative that Russia interfered in the 2016 election to help President Trump win, selling it to the American people as though it were true. It wasn't. The report that we released today shows in great detail how they carried this out. They manufactured findings from shoddy sources. They suppressed evidence and credible intelligence that disproved their false claims. They disobeyed traditional tradecraft intelligence community standards and withheld the truth from the American people. In doing so, they conspired to subvert the will of the American people who elected Donald Trump in that election in November of 2016. They worked with their partners in the media to promote this lie, ultimately to undermine the legitimacy of President Trump and launching what would be a years-long coup against him and his administration. We're here today because the American people deserve the truth, they deserve accountability, and they deserve justice. The records we released on Friday that were ODNI records, Senator Chuck Grassley's release on Monday of what is known as the Clinton Annex, which was an appendix to the Department of Justice Office of Inspector General's 2018 report, as well as the House Intelligence Committee's majority oversight report that we're releasing today, all come back to and confirm the same report. There was a gross politicization and manipulation of intelligence by the Obama administration intended to delegitimize President Trump even before he was inaugurated, ultimately usurping the will of the American people. I'm going to go over the key findings from the House Intelligence report, which investigated the claims that were made by an intelligence community assessment ordered by President Obama and published in January of 2017. First, Putin's principal interests relating to the 2016 election were to undermine faith in the U.S. democratic process, not show any preference of a certain candidate. In fact, this report shows Putin held back from leaking compromising material on Hillary Clinton prior to the election, instead planning to release it after the election to weaken what Moscow viewed as an inevitable Clinton presidency. In the January 2017 intelligence community assessment that President Obama ordered, John Brennan, who was CIA director at the time, and the intelligence community intentionally suppressed intelligence that showed Putin was saving the most damaging material that he had in his possession about Hillary Clinton until after her potential and likely victory. The report goes into great detail about the information that Russia and Putin had on Hillary Clinton, which included possible criminal acts like secret meetings with multiple named U.S. religious organizations in which State Department officials offered, in exchange for supporting Secretary Clinton's campaign for the presidency, significant increases in financing from the State Department. They also had documents that showed the patronage of the State Department to State Department employees who would go and support Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign. There were high-level DNC emails that detailed evidence of Hillary's, quote, psycho-emotional problems, uncontrolled fits of anger.
Cypher, appreciate the gifted sub. BG Floyd. Drop some flames in the chat, everybody, for Cypher and that gifted sub. BG Floyd, welcome to Plugged In. You are the newest member of the channel. You just got access to 250 past live streams plus some cool ass emojis. Members, drop them emojis and let BG see what he just got, man. Double tap the screen, shut the live out. Thank you, Cypher, for your continued support, man. My dog, Cypher, you better let them folks know, man, what they just stumbled into, Cypher. You better let them know.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Yeah, you better let them know, Cypher.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
And my name is Plug, and I am the voice of the politically homeless. If you didn't know, I am the voice of the politically homeless. You are now tuned in. You are now tuned in to
the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Yeah. Appreciate that membership, that gifted membership, Cypher.
And cheerfulness. And that then Secretary Clinton was allegedly on a daily regimen of heavy tranquilizers. Then CIA Director Brennan and the intelligence community mischaracterized intelligence and relied on dubious substandard sources to create a contrived false narrative that Putin developed a quote-unquote clear preference for Trump. Brennan and the IC misled lawmakers by referencing the debunked Steele dossier to assess quote-unquote Russia's plans and intentions, falsely suggesting that this dossier had intelligence value when he knew that it was discredited. The intelligence community
I wonder why the dossier was discredited.
Significant intelligence and ignored or selectively quoted reliable intelligence that contradicted the intelligence community assessment's key findings on Putin's alleged support for Trump. Including this intelligence reporting would have exposed the ICA's claim as implausible, if not ridiculous. The intelligence community assessment omitted reliably sourced information, such as how some Russian intelligence officials were quote-unquote planning for candidate Hillary Clinton's victory, while others assessed neither Trump nor Clinton would respect Russia's interests.
You said, you know what else is documented? You said they invented it?
It was reflected in the ODNI documents that we released on Friday. Multiple intelligence community assessments released in the months leading up to the November 2016 election concluded that Russia had neither the intent nor capability to impact the outcome of the U.S. election. On December 5th of 2016, the FBI and ODNI gave the House Intelligence Committee its first post-election classified briefing, in which there was no mention of Putin aspiring to elect Trump by either agency. The Presidential Daily Brief, drafted on December 8th of 2016, stated that no Russian or criminal actors impacted vote counts. This document was pulled just hours before it was to be published due to quote-unquote new guidance.
Jesse came here talking about where all the white women at. Listen, Jesse, You this plug at the dark. This not Jesse at the dark. Ain't nobody came to see you older. You don't need to be in here asking where none of the women at in my damn church. They came to see me, hang out with me, talk to me, and my community, Jesse and Star, coming in here like that, man. Come on in, Jesse. Sit your ass down, man. Take your shoes off, man. We'll get you a bottle of water. Lala got some plain lays over there, man. You hang out long enough, we might get you a damn burger, Jesse. Fuck it, man.
Yes. If it had been published, it would have been briefed to both President Obama and President-elect Donald Trump. On December...
I don't got StreamYard link right now, Asha. We gonna call in here in a second. I'm finna open the call lines back up, but I might do a StreamYard panel after this. Last time I did StreamYard, didn't nobody come fuck with me.
2016, a National Security Council meeting was called to gather President Obama...
Rez, what it do, Rez?
National security officials, which included CIA Director Brennan, then Obama DNI James Clapper, Susan Rice, and others. Following that secret meeting, DNI Clapper's assistant sent an email to the intelligence community with the subject line, POTUS tasking on Russia election meddling, tasking ODNI leaders to create a new assessment per the president's request. The House Intelligence Committee Oversight Report that we released today reveals that, quote, unlike routine intelligence community analysis, the intelligence community assessment was a high-profile product ordered by the president, President Obama. It directed senior intelligence community agency heads and created an intelligence community assessment.
You say UKMF in here. Yeah, that's Cypher, man. You better tread lightly with Cypher over there, man. Cypher, that's my... Cypher might roll you up, CN. You better leave Cypher alone, man.
Limited to just 5 analysts using one principal drafter. This is not something that occurs in the normal path of producing an intelligence community assessment that reflects the views across the intelligence community. The production of this intelligence community assessment was subject to unusual directives directly from the president and senior political appointees, especially the former director of the CIA, John Brennan. The House Intelligence Committee Oversight Report also shows how later that same day, on December 9th, Brennan ordered the publication of quote-unquote substandard reporting on Russian activities, which had previously been withheld from publication of prior assessments because the information was judged, quote, to have not met long-standing publication standards. Some of the information later used in the Obama-ordered assessment over the objections of veteran CIA officers was quote-unquote unclear or from unknown sources. The Intelligence Committee's Oversight Report reveals that CIA Director Brennan overruled senior CIA officers who challenged the Obama-ordered intelligence assessment, stating, quote, we don't have direct information that Putin wanted to get Trump elected. Yet, the Obama-directed assessment was published on January 6, 2017, which explicitly stated, quote, we assess Putin and the Russian government aspired to help President-elect Trump's election chances, when possible, by discrediting Secretary Clinton and publicly contrasting her unfavorably to him. End of quote.
Man, this is crazy, man. They really trying to lay out all the evidence. Obama might be in trouble, y'all. Like, I mean, Clapper, all of them, Comey, all of them, man. They might really be in trouble because y'all got to realize that this is, they tight-knit over there. I'm going to just say it like that, man. Between Bundy, Gabbard, all of them over there, man, they tight-knit, man. They for Trump, man. They with Trump, and they going to do what the hell is, man, listen, man. Obama might be in trouble, bro. They laying all of this shit out, bro, as grounds to go pick his ass up or to raid his house, man. Straight up. Damn. The phone number is to call in a second.
The CIA and FBI, then led by John Brennan and James Comey, expressed high confidence in this judgment, while the NSA expressed moderate confidence. Yet, as the report we released today shows, the ICA, the Intelligence Community Assessment, did not cite any report where Putin indicated helping Trump win was an objective. The opposite is true. With regards to the Steele dossier, we now know that one of the source documents that the Obama administration used in the creation of this intelligence assessment in January of 2017 was none other than the discredited, unverified Steele dossier. The House Intel report states, quote, contradicting public claims by then CIA Director Brennan that the dossier was not in any way incorporated into this intelligence assessment. The dossier was referenced in the intelligence assessment's main body text and further detailed in a 2-page assessment annex. John Brennan lied, and he denied using this dossier in this intelligence assessment that President Obama ordered because he knew it was discredited. It was a politically motivated, manufactured document. He directed senior CIA officials to use it anyway. CIA.
They
This one
finna
is
ask,
for you.
they
Do you
finna ask the
believe that
question.
any of this new information
I'm gonna open the call lines up in a second. They finna answer some questions. In about 5 minutes, I'm gonna open the call lines up. Let's get to 150 likes right quick, man. Double tap the screen, shut the live out. If this is your first timers only in my live stream, drop a 1 and I will shout you out. We 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. We do have memberships available to get you access to 250 past live streams and some cool ass emojis. First timers and first timers only, press 1. They finna take some questions from the people in the press room.
implicates former President Obama in criminal behavior?
We have referred and will continue to refer all of these documents to the Department of Justice and the FBI to investigate the crime.
Kevin and Thomas, welcome in. I hope you subscribe. BGA, Rez, hope you subscribe, man.
Implications of this.
For even former
The
President
evidence,
Obama?
correct. The evidence that we have found and that we have released directly point to President Obama leading the manufacturing of this intelligence assessment. There are multiple pieces of evidence and intelligence that confirm that fact.
Ed, go ahead.
Director Gabbard, thank you. So just to, two questions, but to begin on that. The president yesterday, you've inferred that the former president helped lead a coup. Based on what you now see, do you believe President Obama is guilty of treason?
I'm leaving the criminal charges to the Department of Justice. I'm not an attorney, but as I've said previously, when you look at the intent behind creating a fake manufactured intelligence document that directly contradicts multiple assessments that were created by the intelligence community, the expressed intent and what followed afterward can only be described as a years-long coup and a treasonous conspiracy against the American people, our republic, and an attempt to undermine President Trump's administration.
The Senate Intelligence Committee spent several years looking into this and unanimously agreed in a bipartisan fashion, Secretary of State Rubio was a member of that committee, that there was no political interference. There was a years-long Justice Department investigation into this as well that also concluded no political interference. So help us, from a 50,000-foot level, explain, what do you now have that refutes those two?
Sure. I will encourage you, in my role as the Director of National Intelligence, my job, again, as I said when I came into this role, was to make sure that we are telling the truth to the American people and that we are ensuring that an intelligence community is not being politicized. So I'm not asking you to take my word for it. I'm asking you and the media to conduct honest journalism and the American people to see for yourself in the documents that we've released now, close to 200 pages, that point in multiple references, multiple examples, to include comments that have been made by senior intelligence professionals, who are some still working within these agencies today, that confirm the conclusions that we have drawn, that President Obama directed an intelligence community assessment to be created to further this contrived false narrative that ultimately led to a years-long coup to try to undermine President Trump's presidency.
And it's your belief that those two previous investigations missed that or covered it up?
I'm telling you to look at the evidence. Look at the evidence, and you will know the truth.
John.
Thanks, Caroline. Thanks, Director Gabbard.
Y'all, you say Tulsi fine as fuck. Who y'all think look better, Tulsi or Caroline, man? 1 for Tulsi, 2 for Caroline, man. Tulsi or Caroline, man? Who look better?
Classified these documents, if I'm not mistaken, Friday of last week, correct?
We released them on Friday of last week, the first tranche, yes.
This isn't the first time that President Trump has been president of the United States. He was president from 2017 to 2021. Couldn't the prior DNI under President Trump have declassified these documents? And why didn't that DNI do that at that time?
I can't speak to what happened there. There were several DNIs under the first Trump administration. President Trump faced many challenges from those who were working in the government who sought to undermine his presidency. That's been clearly detailed. What I can speak to is the fact that this was one of the first things that we started to investigate.
All right, man, we get to 150 likes, I'm going to open the call lines back up, man. Get to 150 likes right quick, and I'm going to open the call lines back up, man. Double tapping the screen is how you support the channel. I know you watching on your phone. You got some games on that phone, or you just watch Plug on that phone? You got some games on that phone? Username said that wag flag weak as fuck. Well, guess what? Guess what, username? That's your prerogative, bro. I'm Whistle Bloom Banking. We one like away, man. We one like away, man. I'm gonna open the call lines up, man. One like away, and I'm gonna open the call lines up. All right, man. The call lines are now open. The call lines are now open, man. Y'all can call in, holler at me, man. Let me know how y'all feeling about this.
Here within this Trump administration, and have released the results upon the conclusion of our investigation.
And then my second question has to do with what intelligence agencies around the world have said about Russia, that they have tried to influence elections in the United States, in France, in Germany, in the UK. Do you disagree with that? Do you believe that Russia is a bad actor as it relates to trying to influence elections?
I'll point back to the intelligence that President Trump has ordered.
Y'all see the phone number right there, right? The phone number is there. It gotta be, because I didn't take it down. I guess y'all just don't want to call yet. You said, what's my stance on what? What's my stance on what, username?
That we have declassified and released, that the intelligence reflects Russia's motives or to try to sow discord and chaos within the U.S. election, which is a clear distinction from showing a preference for or against a specific candidate, which is what the Obama manufactured intelligence document alleges, that Russia preferred Donald Trump and tried to help Donald Trump get elected. Again, going back to the most important point here, with the intent to undermine the legitimacy of...
Benji P, you said, oh God, what is this, Benji P? I mean, damn, Benji P is like, my name is Plug, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what else you want me to tell you, man. My name is Plug. I am the voice of the politically homeless.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
So double tap the screen. Let's get to 160 likes right quick. The call lines are open. You said, why do I call? We're talking about the Trump and the Epstein files. We're talking about Obama, the treason talks around Obama. We're talking about Epstein's lawyer mysteriously passing away.
Call from Michelle. Press 1 to send a voicemail.
What's going on, Cher?
You need some company. Figured I would give you a call.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's talk for a minute before I open the call lines back up. Let's talk for a minute. How you feeling about the DOJ, Bundy and the DOJ, knowing that Trump had been in the Epstein files for all this time? They came out and said that they let Trump know that his name was in the files. So that lets, I feel like I just watched some of the interviews when they was asking him questions about it, and he seemed real uncomfortable, like he almost knew something. And now we get confirmation that Bundy knew, so we can assume that he knew.
Oh, so see, when did that come out? Did that come out today?
Yes.
See, I didn't get the update. I was in my surgeon's office today, so I haven't gotten the update on that today because I got my suit.
Reports come out that the DOJ let Trump know that his name was in the files along with other people's names. It wasn't just his name. It was his name, other people's name. They didn't say in what context his name was in the files, but his name was in the files. The DOJ let him know. The DOJ, that's Pam Bondi, that lets me know that if they went through that 100,000 files with 1,000 agents, 24-hour shifts back in March or May. I don't know which month it was. That lets me know that he's at least known for a couple months. Well, she's known for a couple months, so I can assume he's known for a couple months.
Okay. So it could have just been in the same context of what we already knew, right? Which was the socialization of what we already know. I mean, it could be, again, I don't know, it could be far worse. No. Because here's my only thought. My only thought on it is if he had done something and they had the evidence, the last administration had the evidence, right? They've used that evidence. Because that's the first thing they would have looked for.
See, the thing about it is, I think it was, I don't think the last administration would use the evidence because I think they just as dirty. That's the thing. It's going to be a can of worms. The difference is that one side ran on it. Now, a lot of these people that are in Trump's cabinet, his cabinet is, it's mixed between, business people and career politicians or career, agents, right? So to them, it's not, the ramifications aren't as much. Trump, he was in there for 4 years last time, but you remember they said what? What did they say? All of the documents was down at the Southern District of New York. That's what Pam Bondi said. They had them locked in the Southern District of New York. A whistleblower told her that they was there, so she went to go get them. So nobody had the documents over the last time. We don't know how long this shit has been at the Southern District of New York. Seems like it wasn't in these. It wasn't wherever. It was at the Southern District of New York. The DOJ didn't have it. So are we going to say really it was, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if we're going to say they had it at the Southern District of New York down there, I mean, we could say who was running it down there, who was whatever. But, I mean, that's technically not Obama's administration.
No, well, and I agree. But
if it wasn't at the DOJ, if it was at the Southern District of New York, then that's, I mean, I guess.
Right, but wouldn't they have at least looked through it to try to find something to him in particular, because New York is who had the charges, who had prosecuted. It was literally New York who, did everything with Trump, So I'm just
because that's what I'm trying to say. You got to think, like, Bush started it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was Bush administration around the time that Epstein first got charged. Boom. Nobody said nothing till Trump, right? Trump didn't say nothing until, nobody opened up the Epstein files until when? It was Bush and Trump, right? So I can only assume that a lot of that evidence was, that Epstein got picked up in 2019. It's like, shit, we don't know when that evidence went to the Southern District of New York. We just know that most of the evidence was at the Southern District of New York. Because remember when all of the content creators came out with them thin-ass little folders standing on the White House lawn, it was supposed to be a phase 2 coming out, and Pam Bondi got on there the same day she said, I don't know if it was the same day, but it was around the same time she said she got that truckload of evidence. She said that it was hidden at the Southern District of New York. So we don't know how long that shit's been at the Southern District of New York, honestly. We can assume...
I know the whole thing is a mess.
So I'm just gonna say, best case scenario, when he got picked up and unalived himself. Worst case scenario, best case scenario, that shit been at the Southern District of New York for about 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
If not, then it could have been even more. We don't know if the documents were split up or what. We don't know. If some of this shit could have been at the Southern District of New York, and then as they got more and more files, they was just using the Southern District of New York as the storage place. Like, this is going to be the hub where we keep all of this shit. So some of those documents might have not left the Southern District of New York since 2006.
Wow.
That's just me thinking. You know, I don't know everything, but I was just, you know, making some little just analyzing, like, shit, how do we know? We don't. But if she said it
Well, I
was
guess it would
10,000
also depend
documents over
on.
there, nobody else opened it. It started with Bush, and then Trump was the only one to open it. So I would assume all of this shit was at the Southern District of New York. All of the evidence they was doing over the years, all of the shit that they was knowing was going on, and they was probably just, as they get it, they was just using the Southern District of New York as a storage place. That Pam Bundy said that shit, they didn't have nothing, and they was wondering where the rest of the shit was, and it was all there.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if it had to do
Do
with
you
maybe
think they
where
took it all there at
where
one
he was
time?
living.
Do you think they took it all there at one time, or do you think they added on to it over there over time? Like just bringing a box of files and that's where we save it. Well, that's where we're keeping it.
So I'm going to brainstorm here. So I'm brainstorming. So I'm thinking outside the box. Bear with me. And this is a what if. So I'm going to what if it. Okay. If this part's not really a what if. He was an agent, right? So this is not really allegedly because they've already said that. That evidence had to go somewhere. So as he was doing his, you know, agent stuff, right? That information had to go somewhere. So I'm wondering if while he was working as an agent, that information had to go to a centralized location. So, but I don't know if that would have automatically gone to Washington or if they had locations depending on where, you know, if it had to do with where his residence was, because he had one in New York, he had the island, he had other areas, you know.
No, correct. But what I'm saying is correct. But the only reason I'm still going back to it is because she said that they were all at the Southern District of New York. She didn't say like,
Right.
oh, we gotta wait for them to come from Florida, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just going off of what
So-
she said.
So, yeah, no, I understand that there was a bunch in New York, but I'm also thinking about what about the information, again, I'm just thinking of, like, what about all the information that had been did over the years that was for the agent stuff from what was doing illegally. So you've got, let's just say, Part A, which is agent, right? But then you have Part B, which is for bastard, okay? He's got his agent stuff that he's doing that he's supposed to be doing, and then he's got his bastard stuff over here that he wasn't supposed to be doing, right? So, got his agent stuff going wherever it's supposed to be going. Like, he's like, okay, I'm over here working. Well, all the bastard stuff that was collected later on where the arrest took place, right? That was all collected along with whatever agent stuff that he was collecting at the same time, right? And then they realized at the same time they were going in for all the agent stuff, how much bastard stuff they had. I think that that's honestly what happened. Realized that they had a bad agent that was to a caliber that they didn't realize that they had for 20 years.
Okay.
And so I think that, you know, I think that in my little, in my mind is what I'm trying to process here, is that now you've got all of this intel intertwined. You have intel useful for agencies, right? that is, I guess, intel of a very perverse nature and abusive and psychotic and a horrible nature you can't even, you have to be a very strong individual to even process. But then, at the same time, it's an agent that was doing horribly illegal activities where justice needs to be had. And it needs to be had. It needs to be stopped. And I think it's going to be very detrimental. I don't even think I can process it. In my mind, how detrimental it may be, this is going to be hard to say out loud, it may be very detrimental to the structure of our government because it may shake the foundation of our government. Not our Constitution, but it's going to shake the foundation of our government because I think we're going to realize as a people that the people in charge on top play us like chess pieces to keep their power. And I think that it's going to take quite a shake. They poison us, food, water, air, sound, poison us. They, from us, we have injustice. We have all of these things, right? It's not just one person. It's not just two. It's literally the people, both sides, and it's not a color. It's to shake our foundation, and it might take that to realize that we as a people are going to have to realize we need to rely on each other, neighbor, and pull together. Well, that might be what it's going to have to take to hold on to our constitutional rights. Don't do that, we may lose them, and I don't think that we the people, are really prepared for that.
Okay. All right, so how you feeling about Obama getting arrested? How you feeling about that press conference we just listened to?
I think that might be one of them big shakes.
Do you think they're gonna raid him for sure?
Oh, the raid might be one of the first. I mean, that might. I mean, I think that might be one of those things that might happen. I think, yeah. I mean, I think that they wouldn't necessarily need to do that unless they had evidence to a reason, like they think that there's something in there to do that. But they might do that, but I don't think it would necessarily just be one property. I think that they would probably go into all of his properties, including Michelle's home. I think that they would do all of it. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying that I could see that happening to try to go for computers. I could see that happening.
Okay. Well, you got any questions for me before I open the call lines back up, Cheryl?
No, I would love to hear other people's opinions, and I hope that everyone realizes I'm coming from a loving place. I just think that I've just seen a lot, and I've had people, very close to me that have served in other countries, and I just really blessed here. And I know people think this is the worst place ever, but we're so tremendously blessed here. I don't know. So I don't know. I love you, Plug. I'm so proud of you again, and I don't know. Good to be here. So you keep doing you, and I hope your babies are doing good.
Okay, Cheryl, I sure do. Thank you, and they are doing good. They are doing
All right.
good.
Are they getting big?
Oh, yeah, they getting big, man. They are.
Okay. All right. Well, God bless you guys.
All right, now.
Bye.
All right. Chat. Hold on, man. I do need to go to. I do need to go to my YouTube studio. I missed a call. Let me go and open up the phone lines. I'm gonna call this caller back. What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Corey. I'm calling from Oregon.
What's going on, Corey from Oregon? Give me 1 second, Corey from Oregon. Let me see. How you feeling about tonight's topics?
I feel great about it.
Okay.
This is my thought on the whole thing. And, man, I really feel like if Trump was actually on the Epstein files, don't you think, like, Biden would have released it during his 4 years? Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like that would have ruined Trump's chances of becoming president if he was on the Epstein files, you know? What do you think about that?
No, I don't think they would have released it. I just kind of was talking about that. I think that because remember when Pam Bondi said that she had the truckloads of evidence being delivered. You remember she said she had to hear from a whistleblower that they was keeping all of the evidence, that they were keeping all of the evidence at the Southern District of New York. So if it was at the Southern District of New York, Biden them didn't have it either. His DOJ didn't have it. It was at the Southern District of New York.
Okay. So none of them had the list.
Correct.
Now, also, in a way, a lot of the list is like victims, right? You know, so like not necessarily people involved, but like victims. And I think a lot of the list isn't released just for safety reasons. You know, like I'm not saying they don't want people released, but you know, they don't want people. I think it's. What do you think? Why do you think they're not releasing it?
I think they're not releasing it because of a lot of reasons. I feel like even when Trump told Bundy to go through and find what's pertinent, send it to the judge and release it, when Bundy sent it over to the judge, she didn't specify any reason for it to be released that was credible. There's certain codes that the judge has to go by to be able to release this kind of testimony, and they didn't put a good enough reason. They didn't put any reason that they knew would suffice. They said, because of public outcry. Well, they know that public outcry is not going to get it. So we kind of knew there was going to be bullshit from the jump. But overall, I don't think they want to release it because of a lot of reasons. The lawsuits that's going to come, think about if all of this shit is going on, it's going to be a bunch of people suing a bunch of people.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I think,
and it's going to be a bunch of people losing their jobs, a bunch of people politically tarnished.
Yes, a lot of, I've heard, movie stars and politicians, and I think if the list was released, I think it would either be like a public outroar and everyone would be up in arms about who's on the list. But have you ever seen, I think it was Epstein's lawyer was talking about how Trump was one of the only ones that had, had banned Epstein from, I think it was Mar-a-Lago. You ever hear about that?
You said Epstein's lawyer said what?
How Trump, it was Epstein's lawyer was talking about how he, Trump was one of the only ones that had, I think he banned Epstein from either Mar-a-Lago or one of those places. nowadays it's so hard to know the truth, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so much propaganda and bullshit that comes out all the time. You know, like for example, the recent Obama on the DOJ and hoax scandal and all that. So for me, it's hard to really know what is the truth and what isn't. And I don't think we ever actually get the full truth. But I am pretty disappointed that Trump didn't release the list when that was one of his campaign promises, you know. And I think a lot of people that follow, you know, that are Republican or at least Trump, a lot of people are falling off that bandwagon just for that. But I mean, I kind of I'm kind of on the fence when it comes to supporting him, just because things I respect, but also I think there's a way to go about it. And I think it'll be released either way. What do you think?
I don't. I think we never see it. Even though they subpoenaed Maxwell today, the House subpoenaed Maxwell, but I don't know if we'll hear it or if we won't hear it. But I don't think the Epstein files will ever be released. So the judge actually sent it back to the DOJ and told them to basically reword it and put it into some language to where they could actually release it.
Okay, and I've also heard that stuff, you know, like a lot of the stuff is so horrific that they can't really release everything. You know, like a lot of the victims that have come out talking about what had happened to them, and you know, a lot of that stuff is a little bit too graphic and the pictures and all the videos and shit that they found.
Right. Hey, look, you guys, I'm dual streaming right now on YouTube. So it's on my channel. Go to my channel and see if y'all can see the other live. It's the same live, but I got two different camera angles. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know which one y'all like better, the vertical stream or the horizontal stream. I know the camera's a little ass on the horizontal stream, but it's going to get better. Y'all just let me know. CN, you said y'all banned me. I ain't banned you.
Yeah, well, dude, I appreciate you chatting, brother.
All right, man.
And, you know, just one love. And
hey, man, you too, man. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, man, and share this video out far and wide for me.
So I'm going to subscribe right now, and I appreciate you, man.
All right, man. You as well. All right, I'm going to open the call lines back up, man. I just opened the call lines back up. Yeah, I think you got to separating the artist from the person.
Call from
Cole.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, 2.
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Big dog, my name's Cole. I'm calling from California, kinda.
Okay, what's up, Callie? Can you talk a little bit louder for me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So, real quick, I just kind of tapped your stream. Are you a Trump supporter, or are you conservative, or?
I call myself the voice for the politically homeless. I'm a centrist.
That's cool.
I am. I support America. I am America first. I do support America right now. Trump is the sitting president, so hey, sure. I support America.
Yeah, I feel that, dude. I'm the same way. I probably would consider myself conservative, but I think it's kind of funny how everybody is like not willing to admit that.
Hold on 1 second, caller. CN, I didn't ban you. I don't know who banned you. Whoever banned CN, own up to that, man. Who banned CN, man? I didn't ban you, CN. Damn. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, so I just think it's funny and silly that people that voted for Trump, who myself included, that the guy's clearly on the list. And, you know, he was friends with Epstein for so long. He hired Alan Dershowitz, who was Epstein's lawyer. He hired Pam Bondi, who was the attorney general in Florida when Epstein got a sweetheart deal. He hired the prosecutor of Jeffrey Epstein that also gave him a sweetheart deal, Alex Acosta. And it's just kind of funny to watch these people that are like, I used to not really think that Trump, the MAGA people were in a cult, but now it's like really clear to see like a lot of these people, they just, it's like they're God or something, you know, that their God has become Trump and Trump is going to come save them, where it's like, dude, if you can't see that this dude is clearly fucking blackmailed by the Israelis, you're just hard R, dude. You're retarded. Agree with that? Do you think that? Do you think that he's blackmailed?
I feel like it's. I can't say it's black. I feel like he does have a dog in a fight over there. I do talk about the him getting the crown of the Torah, you know what I'm saying, the things of those sorts. So I do feel like he has a lot going on there. But to say he's blackmailed, I mean, hey, I can't say yay or nay. But they are asking me to open up the call lines. They are asking me to open up the call lines. So let me get to the next caller. I appreciate you for calling in, man. All right, man. Subscribe to the channel. I'm opening up the call lines, Car. I do answer the phone, man. But y'all got to realize when I rush people off of the phone, sometimes we miss out on a real good conversation. So I try to give people at least 5 or 10 minutes every call. I don't want to be one of those people who just have you call in for 30 seconds or cuss you out and get you out of there. Like, no, let's, you know, let me hear you, you know what I'm saying? Let me hear you back and forth a little bit. But the call lines are now open. What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name's Jacob.
Yep. Okay, how you feeling about tonight's subject?
I mean, I found a lot of this conversation very ironic because there's been a lot of people, you know, coming at it from so many different angles. And I know one of the guys was talking about how he voted for Trump, but he also knew about all the details about Alex Acosta and Pam Bondi and Alan Dershowitz. And it's like, how do you... It's so obvious prior to all of this. Like, skip the 34 convictions, skip the fact that he was found civilly liable for sexual assault against E. Jean Carroll. Like, all of these massive implications, we're still trying to defend him. There was no defense. Everybody knew beforehand that he was on the list. At this point, it's just one side is defending pedophiles. And there is no, there's no from that. That is the most morally reprehensible thing you can defend.
No, most definitely. So you saying it's kind of a contradiction. It's like you had prior knowledge, but I guess he's saying now that today the confirmation actually came out. You know, I guess before he was saying he kind of had some rumblings, but now that it's been confirmed that he's on the Epstein list, it's like, it's kind of, he doesn't have any, he can't deny it anymore. It's like the connections are starting to be there.
That's like saying, you know, I have this huge, talk about, somebody who's been smoking for 30 years. And for the last 3 or 4 years, they've noticed that their coughs have been coming on way more frequently. And that they're having trouble breathing. And even when they get up, they feel like they're going to pass out. And then they finally go to the doctor after 3 years of these symptoms, and they're like, well, it's cancer. And it's stage 4 now because you've had cancer for a while. It's like you were already confronted with the issues. And I mean, I know that's, that example falls into modern healthcare and how not everybody has access. But just imagine in a perfect world when you did, Like, you knew you had cancer. You knew that this was an issue. You ignored it because, I mean, I can only assume because you wanted to hurt brown people. Because you wanted these ICE raids. You wanted all of this fucked up shit that's going on now. People being pulled off the street, separated from their family by thugs who don't even have to identify themselves wearing masks, just kidnapping people. And it's like, you're saying the quiet part out loud. You were okay with him being a pedophile. You were okay with his entire administration being full of people who protected pedophiles. Well, now that it's directly in front of me, I guess I can't say I don't realize it's there anymore. I mean, I just think it's all really disingenuous.
Okay, caller. That's a pretty high take. I mean, you got the right to your opinion. I get it, man. When I'm hearing the way you said, like I said, I think he was just waiting on some kind of confirmation now that the DOJ said it. But I do get what you're coming from, man. So how do you feel about it? Do you feel like you said how much the band cipher? You can't pay the band cipher. I ain't gonna lie, CN, man. You can't pay the band cipher, man. You can't pay the band cipher. Cipher, tell them how much it costs to ban you, man. Cipher can pick that price. Cipher, tell them how much it costs to ban you. But nah, caller, what I was gonna ask you is how do you feel about the Obama debacle, man? Do you feel like, not how you personally feel, but do you think yes or no Obama will be raided and or have to get a mugshot?
I mean, insofar as the DOJ is controlled by the current city president. So in any situation, like, any of us could be at any moment taken in, mugshotted, all that for completely unjustifiable reasons. It's the old adage of you may be able to beat the crime, or how does it go?
Okay.
You can beat the rat, but you can't beat the ride. Like, you have to go, you're going to get taken down to the station, you're going to get fingerprinted, you're going to get mugshot, but you might not actually get arraigned for the crime.
Correct.
I think that they could drag Obama in, yeah. But the idea that Obama created the Epstein list is so farcical, because why would a created list that is completely damaging to Trump and not to anybody else not be released? That doesn't make any sense. What makes more sense is that it was a mutually assured destruction, that if I dropped that list, it was going to implicate people like the Clintons, like, I mean, just famous name in politics. It was probably going to start touching different sides in equal ways. Like, plenty of large political names were going to go down. And it wasn't going to be just Republicans. It wasn't going to just be Democrats. So they had to hold it back.
Okay. I appreciate you for your time, caller, man. I hope you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to get these phone lines back open, man. Share this video out far and wide for me, man. I do like your takes, man. I really hope you call back in, man. You did have some really high takes. You made me think about it. I never thought about it that way, man.
I'm just trying to throw new ideas around.
All right, man. All right, I'm gonna call this caller back. Let me see, Car. What's the first 3 digits of your number, Car? You've been waiting for a while. I'm gonna cut the phone lines off and I'm gonna call Car back. Car, what's the first 3 digits of the number, Car? Car been waiting for a while. I'm not gonna answer that call. Car been waiting for a while.
Call from
Austin Whitmore.
Come on, Car. I'm trying to get you in here, Car.
Press 2.
What's going on, Austin? What's going on, Austin? Where you calling from?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, man. You got some good volume.
Calling from Illinois. How's it going?
Man, I'm doing well tonight. How you feeling about tonight's topics?
It's kind of same old, same old. We've been hearing about this for a while now. Wait, what's going on? Oh, sorry. The video was cutting in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We still here. Can you speak a little bit louder?
I was going to make the point, you get a lot of people, I support Trump, I voted for him 3 times. You get a lot of people who instantly jump to saying he's in the files, he must be guilty.
the only person railing about this since his 2014, 2015 campaign. He was the one going on stage before it was even popular. He was making jokes about, Clinton's going to have some problems coming up with that little island. If he was guilty, who would say that? Nobody was asking, nobody was bringing it up. He went out of his own way to throw shade at Democrats about this little island. The 06-07 prosecution of Epstein, there is a video of the police chief in Palm Springs, I think. He came out and said Trump was the only guy who actually came out and offered his support. Like the only elite in that community who had a phone call, didn't need to be subpoenaed, and gave all of the information, sat on the phone, talked to the prosecutors to try to help get the dude convicted. That was around the same time he threw him out of his club out of Mar-a-Lago. Started looking at these things going back, and then even his 2024 campaign, him, Bongino, Cash Patel, they were all going off about this shit. Like they were all going on about the Epstein files. I'll say it was a campaign promise. He never explicitly promised it. He got asked, and then he said, "Yeah, maybe, but that needs to be a little bit sensitive. Like we'll have to see." He never gave a definitive yes. That kind of got taken out of context later. I think once you get into office, who knows what classified files they're looking at? Who knows the reason? They could have a myriad of reasons why it could collapse stock market CEOs to get companies. There could be a lot of issues and backlash if it's as big as we think it is. Maybe it's political. Maybe he's using this leverage. Maybe they have these files and they're kind of holding it against Democrats, against the establishment Republicans, just to get the agenda through. So there could be a lot of reasons why, but we already know Trump is in the quote-unquote files. Those files were released last year? It was court documents and the flight logs. There was a couple hundred billionaires who flew on that plane? Like when Trump flew on that plane, it was with his wife and kids from New Jersey to Florida. There was never any flight logs to this island. So it's like people like to say he flew on the plane, he was guilty. Like, why would you talk about it, and why would you try to help prosecutors? Why would you do any of these things if you were guilty for some of the worst stuff that we think people are doing? So there's a long list of stuff that just doesn't add up. So I just can't buy it to see that Trump's actually guilty for some of the worst parts of it. I just think he doesn't want the bad press because people are already freaking out now. They say, "Oh, his name's on the list." They said the FBI found his name in the document. Yeah, that looks
This
bad.
is the thing. So it's not. Whether Trump messed with anybody over there or not, I'm not debating that fact. What I'm debating is what can get you in trouble, right? And if they got evidence that he might have turned a blind eye to some shit, that's gonna be just as bad.
Yeah, the previous caller was saying, I think he was trying to say that Trump gave you sweetheart deals with Acosta, and then Bondi gave a sweetheart deal, and then Trump hired all these people. Like, Trump didn't have control over any of that. If you look back at the video, Alex Acosta was the prosecutor who said he gave Epstein a sweetheart deal in 06, 07, and he was the one saying, I was told to back off because he belongs to intelligence. Clearly, it seems like, okay, he was an asset for the CIA, or Mossad, or Israel, we don't know. But it kind of seems like Epstein was doing the blackmail, controlling elites, and maybe this story is too big. If that's true, and this is how our government stays on top, people are trying to say, oh, Republicans are sheep. I watch a lot of my Republican side news and YouTubers. Our side's freaking out over this. People are not just accepting Trump trying to bury this. People are pissed off. So that's not true. But you could definitely argue some of these points, but it just doesn't add up when you look at the full picture. You look at the backstory, and you don't know what the reason is. Why on this if it could have drastic effects on the economy or on stock prices, and just the whole administration look bad. Even if they'll find a way to blame Trump, say, look, oh, he crashed the economy. No matter which way he plays it, it could end pretty badly. And what if we blackmail our allies, adversary nations, other global leaders? What if this is how we've been staying on top? and how we get countries to keep buying our debt. Like, why do we still have reserve currency status with the dollar? Why we manage to keep floating along despite how bad some of the underlying issues are?
Because man, what happened to Fidel Castro, man, when he was threatening a dollar, man? What you think's gonna go on, man? We not spending this 800 some billion dollars on defense, man. That the reserve currency status of the dollar is a part of national security. You don't think they're gonna be ready to roll out about that?
Well, that's what I mean. I think they were using Epstein, that he could have been used to control other nations, to get them to stay in line, do what we want, buy our weapon systems, keep buying our debt, et cetera, et cetera. So maybe Trump is in.
They saying that another country, he was doing all of the exact same things you saying for another country. So you think he was a double agent?
Well, yeah. Well, you know the backstory of Robert Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell's dad?
Right.
He wasn't officially in Mossad, right? But like the dude was found floating off the back of his yacht. I think in the Mediterranean years ago.
I mean, they say he stole $1 billion too, though.
I mean, yeah, but he still got a state funeral. He got like the highest level Israeli state funeral to honor him. So he was involved at some level. Then the former Israeli Prime Minister, Ehud Barak, was apparently really good friends with Epstein. Epstein let him crash at his $1 million penthouse for months on end. Like, he was the Prime Minister. And he had a lot of connections there. And you know, he could have been one of the Five Eyes nightclub. It's the U.S., UK, I don't know, Israel. It's basically our allies, all of our spy agencies. It could have been something we're all doing together just to keep the West as number one over China, Russia, North Korea. So it's like everybody wants answers, everybody wants these files, wants it all out. But it may not be that easy. Also, with the Southern District of New York, you were saying, well, you know, if they had the files, then maybe that's why Democrats wouldn't have released it. I believe wholeheartedly Democrats wouldn't have needed to commit treason, trying to frame a U.S. president for 10 years like they did to Trump, to try to put him under, make up 34 fake felonies. Your last caller was saying, stating that as fact. Those were 34, it was actually a misdemeanor. They repeated 34 times because there was 34 pieces of paper with his name signed for that one deal. So they took a misdemeanor, passed the statute of limitations, changed the law. I think they changed the law for the E. Jean Carroll case. But they did some funny business, changed around the rules, and then they let the jury pick when they thought he committed. Instead of it having to be unanimous like it's always been forever to get somebody guilty, it was, hey, you can pick one charge you think he's guilty from, and then the other jurors can pick a different charge out of the four. It was the biggest load of horseshit. They didn't follow any of the procedures of human rights. Like, they went against Supreme Court precedent. They went against the norms of how this shit's supposed to go.
Correct. So when I get to that, I don't debate that part. What I do debate is the documents for when they raided his house, especially about our weapons systems and stuff. I do debate the documents, the 330 documents that were supposed to still be classified.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I feel like shit. I feel like he feels like he didn't do anything wrong. I feel like he might. I'm not saying he took them to do something with them or use leverage, which that's also an option. He very much well could have. But even if he didn't, he still broke the law.
Well, technically, yes, in a sense, but I actually don't even know. Some people say the president has ultimate declassification authority. If he says declassify this, then are they still classified? I don't know. But get this. Every other president beforehand, like Obama took classified documents. Biden took documents as a senator. The dude wasn't even president. That is completely illegal. He stole documents, stuffed them in his socks, I believe. He had truckloads of classified documents, not even in a secure house like Mar-a-Lago. He had them in his garage in Delaware. He had them in the Penn Biden Center, which is a Confucius Institute where you have a bunch of Chinese researchers coming over. There's also all the Biden ties to China, influence peddling, taking millions, and then, oopsie, what if they got access to these documents just because, they're so unsecure? Trump's documents, there's apparently a theory that, what's the Crossfire Hurricane? That was the thing that everyone's talking about now, that Hillary and Obama set up to spy on Trump's campaign, Trump kept those documents. I think those are the documents he wanted to prove that they committed treason to try to frame him with the whole Russia hoax, all of this stuff they paid for the Steele dossier. Like, all this stuff, I think Trump wanted proof. He stole the document, or he kept the documents after leaving office. And I think they raided his house with the shoot-to-kill order. They gave the FBI the right to kill if needed and got the documents back. I think that was why they raided his house. But every other president that's ever been raided told Trump, like, you're supposed to get a presidential library to put the documents in. They told him, no, you put them in Mar-a-Lago, that's a safe place. And then after he did that, they never built him a facility like they did for Obama. And then they said, oh, no, we're just going to come raid your house and take the documents back. Like, none of it adds up as far as what they did with previous presidents. So, like, all of those charges, kind of just ridiculous when you really look into the details. But, you know, that's just one of the, that's like, it's been like this for a decade. A lot of people don't realize it, but it's like, they've been playing these dirty games for a decade. And it's like, I don't get how, if Trump was guilty for the Epstein stuff, how do you get away with everything he's pushed past, all the games they played, all the charges, trying to kill him? Like, how do you get past that when they could destroy him? You could just release, oh, he was with these underage kids. Make a single video. You don't have to talk about Epstein, bring up anybody else. They could just solely drop one video with Trump if that was true, or a name. And the reason Trump's in the Epstein files is because those court documents that came out September of last year, the prosecutors asked the witness girls, all the women that were trafficked, the prosecutors asked the women over and over, do you recognize Trump? Do you know Mr. Donald Trump? Did you ever see him at this island? They were digging, trying to get these girls to say yes, and they kept saying no. So, like, the reason his name's brought up so many times in the documents is because they write the transcript of every word that was spoken in the court hearings. So, it's like, a lot of that is just literally his name being mentioned, and the girls saying no. So I think it's bullshit, honestly. I think they would have released it. They would have dropped it. There's just no way that they would make shit up and try to frame him and risk getting caught committing treason if you had something legitimate the whole time. I think maybe he said some perjury stuff in the past, and like there's some questionable shit. Like, you know, a lot of the rich billionaires back in the early 2000s.
Okay.
But like the previous guy was saying, oh, he was friends with Epstein. Yeah, because he came to his club, and Epstein was friends with every billionaire. That was how the game was played. He got in the circles of all these rich people, tried to trick them, tried to get them in and come with him on his plane to the island, whatever. And then as soon as Trump thought he was doing something inappropriate with girls, he kicked him out of the club, and then went and helped the prosecutors. So it's like none of that makes sense if he was truly guilty for some of the most heinous stuff that we're talking about.
Okay, hold on, caller. CN, appreciate that $2 super chat. CN, man, y'all put some flames in the chat for CN and that $2 super chat. CN say, I'm going to pay for my right to talk. Ban equals Cypher or friend. CN, Cypher said that it's going to be a pretty penny, man. Cypher said you're going to have to send 100, man, to ban him, man. Cypher been around for a minute supporting the channel. I appreciate you, though, CN, for the $2 super chat. Caller, I liked your takes, man. You got some hot takes. I feel like some of those takes I don't agree with. Some of those takes I do agree with. But I do appreciate you for calling in, man.
Yeah, no problem. I'll keep watching the stream. Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, man. All right, man. Chat, we coming up on 3 hours on this stream. We just did an hour stream before they knocked us off. I did a 2-hour Twitch stream doing reactions to videos and shit too earlier. So, damn, CN just up to 50 ball. Damn, CN. CN just dropped a 50 in here. Damn, CN. Appreciate that continued support, CN, man. But I can't get Cypher out of here for the $49.99, man. I can't. I do appreciate it, man. We gonna get you some special access, man. I can send you a Zy bag, or you know, I can send you some merchandise. You know, I got some good plug sack merch. But yeah, Cypher said it's 100 to get him out of here, man. You gonna have to drop that 100 to get him out of here for the night. But I do got some merch I can send you, man. I got some plug sack Zy bags, man. I can send you in the Discord, man, and, you know, try to make it better. I got a couple of ebooks I can send you to, but I can't get Cypher out of here. Cypher said it's 100, man. Damn, man. I do appreciate you, though. CN say I'm king, straight up, man. Everybody kings and queens in here, man. I don't know what happened. Cypher and CN got into it, man. CN said how much for me to stream to 3 a.m. Eastern time, which is almost 3 a.m. Eastern time. I was going to do damn near that anyway. And to ban Cypher for the rest of the time. CN said Cypher banned him. Well, look, CN, I don't know, man. I don't know why Cypher banned you, man. I think it's because you was talking about the UK probably. But I asked Cypher, I was like, look, Cypher, how much you want to ban you, man, to put your ass in a box for the rest of the night, man? Cypher was like, man, they gotta be 100, man. So CN dropped $49.99. He got halfway there. It was close, man. I damn sure appreciate it. We gonna stay on to 3 a.m. Eastern for that. We damn sure gonna take some more calls too, CN. Fuck it, we gonna open the call lines back up for CN. Call lines back open, man. I was just finna kick it with y'all and let y'all ask me some questions and my thoughts, but hell, CN done dropped the 50 bar, so we finna stay on. We finna stay on. I do go get my record seal starting tomorrow, chat, so I'm gonna be traveling. Tomorrow I will be live, but it'll be like later on in the day. I got some videos scheduled to upload for you guys. So y'all will be able to, I'm gonna set it as an instant premiere so it'll look like a live stream. It's a kind of some reaction videos, couple of them, just some shit I like. But I'm gonna be traveling tomorrow because I gotta start the process to get my record sealed. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get that file back. I gotta get my file back, Chad, and I gotta get my voter rights back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be starting the process to get my record sealed tomorrow. So I will be traveling. Y'all keep me in your prayers. Y'all keep me in your prayers. The call lines are open though. CN just dropped the 50 in here. I sure appreciate all the subs tonight. Everybody that came through and rock with me. We not ending right now, but everybody that came through and rock with me, double tap that screen, sat here, dropped a comment, donated to the super chat, bought a membership or gifted a membership. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Like.
Call from.
Call Craftsman.
What's going on, Carl? I'm glad I got you in here. Hold on 1 second. I'm talking to the chat right quick. But yeah, I've been going live on this channel almost every single day for a year. Last Tuesday, I got monetized. So I've been going live doing shit like this for a whole year, and I wasn't able to get super chats or memberships or have somebody like CN come in on like one of the first streams and, you know, drop a $50 super chat, or a Shell coming in. Shell stayed up with me long nights, you know what I'm saying? La and Automized, Essence, Mama Money, and Money Way. And, you know, we got Cypher been rocking with me, you know what I'm saying? Every time I go live, you know, I appreciate every one of y'all, man. It really means the world to me. But Carl, man, I got you on the line, man. I've been trying to get you in here, man. You was asking me about a few things, and you were saying a few things. I'm really appreciate you for interacting with the chat as well.
Yeah, man, no problem. I like seeing these lives go up, and yeah. So what's happening with you?
Not much, man. I'm really asking a question. How do you feel about Trump's name being in the Epstein files?
And I think it's pretty unanimous across the board with conservatives. Honestly, if Trump's on there, we want to see some action. Now, the problem with the whole list is, what are these people on the list for? Did they just fly on this plane because it was a plane that old boy had? Yeah, there was stuff going on the plane, and then, of course, at the island. But, yeah, if Trump was doing anything, man, we want him strung up, too. But we want the list, first and foremost. Drop the whole list.
Let's find
out who we're supporting, who we should be supporting, and we just need clarity on this whole issue, man.
Thank you, Shell, for the $5 super chat, Shell. Or is that a sticker? Let me see. Is that a sticker or a super chat, y'all? Y'all let me know. Drop some flames in the chat for CN and Shell, man. Drop some flames in the chat for CN and Shell. But what I'm gonna say is, we're more confused than ever about the Epstein files. Literally, this whole debacle, them running on the Epstein files, them getting confirmed on it. They say Ghislaine, the house got Ghislaine where she's supposed to, she's got subpoenaed. I guess, I don't know if we'll be able to see it or not yet. I don't know. But I feel like we're more confused than we were before. It's more, then we got the lawyer passing away today. Like it's more confusion than ever before.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get Ghislaine to talk at all. Her lawyer's salivating over here over what Trump's been saying, and Trump needs to shut up about it, honestly. Either do something or don't say nothing about it. But her lawyer's talking, yeah, if there's nothing there, then what's she in prison for? You know what I mean? But how are you in prison for child trafficking, but ain't nobody in prison for child molestation too? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more confusing now than it's ever been.
Correct. They're trying to say that it was just a one-way street, I guess, from just Lane getting the girls for Epstein.
Man, the whole situation's just messed up. And the thing is, like, if you think it's only stopping at Epstein, you're naive. You know what I mean? Like there's still stuff like this going on right now. We seen Diddy get off, which is whatever. I mean, people having sex parties is their own business, but you can't be beating people up and making them have sex with prostitutes and stuff. But yeah, man, this is a sickness that people have, and they're going to go out and seek this stuff. And then when there's money involved, man, you already know.
Straight up. What's up, love? Everybody double tap the stream. You said go to sleep. Nah, I'm not going to sleep right now. Let's get to 200 likes. I got somebody blowing the phone up, but I'm finna put the do not disturb on. You got any questions for me, caller? Anything you want to talk about it specifically?
Man, I wouldn't mind knowing what happened that you got your fire taken away, but that's kind of personal. I don't know if you want to put it out there.
I caught an F on my record pretty early. I'm transparent about it. My name is Plug. My charges were from hustling, man. I was hustling.
Yeah,
got an F
man.
on my record from hustling and lost the right to carry. So, but I did complete my probation. I went through a program to restore all of my rights, and I completed that program about almost 18 months ago, but I still had to wait until, it's a crazy situation. Now that I got you on the phone, fuck it, I'll tell y'all. Crazy situation. So when I pled out on my case, I pled out in 2 different counties. They wrapped my sentencing up into one. I was supposed to go to the drug court program. Once I completed the program, I was done with all probation, get my rights back, right? So I complete the program. My judge for the county that I was living in, the one that accepted me in the drug court, he signed me up from everything. The judge from the other county that was supposed to sign me off, the one that signed off on the deal, he was under investigation for judicial misconduct and he stepped down. So the interim judge didn't do it.
Damn.
And by the time they got a new judge appointed, I was like 2 months away from walking it all the way down.
Wow.
So
What's the name of that program? Somebody else might want to know that.
Oh, it's called drug court in Arkansas. It's called different things throughout different states. Arkansas had an 18-month program. You can't have any violent or any DUIs. No violence, no DUIs, and I believe they accept you.
That's what's up, man. Keeping that thing is important, and then, yeah, your voting rights are just as important as that, so.
Okay. All right, man. What y'all block Santo for? Seeing what is you talking about? Oh, La block Santo. It is what it is. Lala had a good reason to block Santo. If Lala blocked somebody, she got a good reason. She ain't banned them. She just hit them. But yeah, that was my situation. So I went through the program. I do get my gun rights back. That's what I'm going to start the process on tomorrow, being able to get my firearms back. But the whole time that I was on papers, this is a message to the youth, you know what I'm saying, a message to America. But like the whole time I was on papers, like I was steady, I was working towards something. I was always trying to be a visionary. Like I got some certifications. I took Lean Six Sigma certification, so I knew when my record was sealed, I would be able to step into a better position, you know, making a certain amount of money. Because you know that when you're working for money, most people who work hourly, they're capped at 80K, which 80K, hey man, you making some money, especially where I'm from. But once you start being able to manage people and have people work up under you, that's where your income, you know, starts to go up. So for me, being where I'm from, I knew I didn't want to go back to school. I got an audio engineering degree. I knew I didn't want to go back to school full time, so I just tried to figure out a way to cut the fat off. And as I was searching for jobs, they were showing the Lean Six Sigma certification as equivalent to a certain amount of college degrees. And it was like highly coveted in certain fields. So I just went and got that. And now I'm in a position where I can take advantage of it. You know, I just need the record sealing to go through. I've had a few jobs, you know, holding out, waiting on me to come. I've got offered positions on a board of directors over youth centers and things of those sorts. It was just pretty much a timing thing. But I did go live every single day over here for a year. We built the community. We got a Discord. I'm live on like 4 different platforms every day. But yeah, that's my message to the youth, man. Even when you have a setback, just, you know, your day coming. People get out of jail every day. People get off probation every day. You just gotta be one of those names that get called. If you know your name's gonna get called eventually, you know, set yourself up to where the transition is easy.
Man, that's good. You got to keep moving forward with that positive attitude. If you keep that fight in you, you're going to have it in you for a lifetime.
No, most definitely.
Hey, what do you think about the whole Obama thing right now? You heard about that yet?
Yeah, I have called it. CN, you called in. CN, did you call in from the 8 number, the number that starts with an 81 or 86? 81 or 86, CN. I'll call you back after this call. Since you donated, I'll call you back after this call. CN, let me know the first two numbers, the first two digits of your number, and I'll call you back after this call. But the whole Obama ordeal, I feel like Obama's going to get arrested. I feel like Obama's going to get raided. I feel like this is Trump's revenge tour. I do not think Obama will go to jail, but I do think he will be raided. And I do think, you say 5-3, you say 864. Okay, I got you, CN. I'm going to call you back after this call. But I do think he will be raided. He will have a mugshot. That's just the reality of the situation.
It's pretty serious, and if people are downplaying it, man, it's gonna mess up our whole system. Though, when you don't have faith in things that when people break the law, that they are really gonna go to jail, like everything falls apart after that. I'm not about going after political opponents or nothing like that. I thought Obama was a mediocre president, but man, you can't be spying on people. You can't be setting people up with the FBI. You can't be doing that kind of stuff and expecting your legacy to stay clean at least. But yeah, I'm gonna clear out the phone line for you. I want to hear CN anyway. But yeah, good talking to you, and keep that positive attitude up, brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for calling in, man. I hope you subscribe to the channel, share this video out far and wide for me.
I got you already. Peace, bro.
All right, now. You call CN back. Asha, I got you, Asha. CN might be on timing. Because Lala banned them. What's going on?
I got banned the second time. I looked in the chat. I can't see the fuck it is. I think it's Sunset. But
what you get banned for? What you do?
talking shit, but I feel like I paid my right to talk shit.
Nah, as long as you're not personally attacking nobody, they shouldn't have no problem. If you state in your opinion, then you shouldn't be getting banned.
I'm being a dick about my opinion, but I ain't been personal at all.
Okay.
Nobody.
Well, yeah, man, we not blocking nobody for personal opinions, man. As long as they not,
Scroll through the chat. CNN is fucking pound number one.
straight
In my
up.
chat. Why the fuck my band?
Okay, man. All right, CN. We gonna get some moderation going, man, the right way, man. I'm gonna get you off of here, man. I appreciate you for calling in. No, go ahead. You got something to talk to me about? You want to talk to me, or did you just want to call in and see what's up with getting banned?
Shit, you got a question? Ask it.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you about just the current state of everything, man. How are you feeling about do you think Obama will be raided and or arrested?
I don't put that in the chat. I think he'll be raided and not arrested. I agree with you on that. I'm a Trump supporter, though.
Okay. So how do you feel? How are you gonna feel if 2028 comes, right?
Yeah.
Trump's leaving office, and we still haven't got any more. We haven't got anything on the Epstein files. How are you gonna feel as a Trump supporter?
On the Epstein, it depends on other shit. It's my fucking no taxes on overtime.
So you willing to keep a quote
out the
unquote?
border and not worrying about the cartel. I like that a lot. Like I do to keep my guns, all that shit. What else?
I was gonna ask. Well, you kind of went on to some other points because you said no taxes on tips. I was gonna say, like, is all of that a fair trade for, letting the international PDF ring stay hidden? Do you feel like that's a fair trade?
Oh, the Epstein ring. I think that shit's hidden either way.
Okay.
Fucking, goddamn, I don't give a shit, but, Joe Biden's fucking daughter's diary is out.
I heard about that, man. They said something about they left it in an old house. How legitimate do you think that is? How legitimate do you think that diary is? They said that it was found in an old house, a house that they moved out of.
Seeing how Epstein or fucking Trump is handling Epstein shit, it makes it look less legit. I didn't watch with my own two eyes. That's fucking Joe Biden.
I think that's kind of crazy that Joe Biden's daughter just
him talking about them girls pooling his fucking Lakers at the pool.
right. Let me say this though, CN. I feel like it's weird when we think about the Biden family. They call them the Biden crime family allegedly. I think it's weird.
Saw Hunter Biden's new interview too, right?
Yeah, I watched it. I actually did a reaction. Yeah, I did a funny ass reaction to it. But no, I'm saying, don't you think it's weird?
Funny video.
Hold on, Colin. Hold on, Sin. I'm trying to ask you a question, Sin. Don't you think it's kind of weird that they find Biden's daughter's diary in a house they moved out of, and a whistleblower just exposes Hunter Biden's laptop? Like, these two things just fall in some random whistleblower's hand.
At the same time.
I know it didn't happen in the same time. I'm just saying, like, to this family.
Well, yeah, your family. You saw Hunter Biden's interview, dude.
Yeah, Hunter Biden said, what did the laptop show, though?
President, and he smokes crack.
I mean, you got to think, I'm from the hood, CN, so listen, I'm from the hood, CN. I got a couple crackheads in my family, you know what I'm saying? So
and you don't have any presidents, do you?
Nah, but I got some, you know what I'm saying? But I'm the voice of the politically homeless. And I got some crackheads in my family.
I got some in my family. I'm white.
Okay.
Well, they don't fucking mix.
No, I'm just saying, like, shit. The crack part didn't bother me. What bothered me was like everything else, like all the narratives. Cause like even when they tried to he said in the interview, they tried to put the coke on me. I proved that I was out of the country, and then they tried to say,
no coke, it was crack.
Well, they did find some coke in the White House too, I believe. But anyways, when they found that, he said He said he was out of the country, and then once they found out he was out of the country, they tried to say he was out of the country doing, illegal dealings, getting kickbacks and shit.
He might have been, though. He was in China talking to elite motherfuckers. That's hotels they had. I mean, it's a very good chance he was doing that shit.
Already. Well, all right, CN, I'm going to get Asha back on the phone, or somebody else called in too, man. I appreciate you for calling in. I appreciate you for supporting the channel, man. We go live every single day over here, man.
Whoever gets soft and blocks quick, he's got to calm down.
All right.
He's got to be in trouble, but he's got to calm the fuck down.
All right.
Simple as that. He's a bitch. I'll see you later, though.
Alright. I don't even know who he was calling a bitch, y'all. I don't know who he was calling a bitch. Was he talking about a politician? Or, I don't know who he was calling a bitch, man. We're going to take one more caller, man. We at 3 hours in. We're going to take one more caller, man. The phone line's open. Yeah, it sure was on the way out. CN said he had to get that shit off. CN said somebody a bitch. Allegedly. Man, well, y'all got about 10 seconds to call in. I'm finna cut the phone lines off, and y'all know what part of the show we at. We gonna be on. Matter of fact, so I'm finna close the damn thing. We finna drop the number right there. And we, it's time to kick it with plug. Nah, we not getting off, CN. We not getting off. I'm just finna talk. This is the part of the show to where, I spend like 20, 30 minutes, 25 minutes and just talk about my life story or what I got going or any ask questions. This the Q&A part with me. Most of the time I take callers for the show. Like, I try to structure my show. Like, we come on, we do an intro, I yell, I pipe up, I talk about the topics, I give a little bit of my opinions on it, then I open the call lines, we do the calls for some hours, then at the end of the show, the last 20, 30 minutes, I just, it's shit, I communicate, I interact with the chat. Asha, you talking about it's not working. Asha, I just cut the lines off. This the part of the show where we interacting with the chat. Hold on. I'll open it up for Asha. Asha, you said you called from the 411 number? I'll open it up for Asha. 415.
Hello.
What's going on, Asha? How you feeling tonight?
I'm good.
How you feeling that we got confirmation Trump name on the Epstein file?
Oh, for real?
What you mean for real, girl? You been in the damn show for about an hour. You ain't heard yet?
No. I've been in and out. I mean, I went to the beach earlier and shit like that, so I've been kind of tired. But, yeah, I've been in and out on the show. But, yeah.
All right. So, yeah, the DOJ confirmed today that they let Trump know that his name was on the Epstein list along with some others. They didn't say in what context, whether it was good, bad, or ugly, but they just said his name was there for sure.
Yeah, I think I probably mentioned this before, but I used to work for the government, in Congress people's offices in 2015, 2016. I saw Trump's name on the docket of on Epstein's claims, stuff like that. So
You got to talk louder, Asha.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I worked in government in 2015, 2016, and I saw Trump's name on the Epstein flight log at that time. So I know that he was.
Okay.
to Epstein Fund, but I don't know what he was doing there. But I mean, I'm not sure why that's not like common knowledge. But I did definitely see that, like in 2015, 2016, like before he even got elected the first time.
Okay, they said, how do you feel about them the redistricting? They call it what, gerrymandering. Abbott said that he finna switch up the districts. He's finna redistrict Texas, and I guess Newsom responded and said that if you do that to Texas, California gonna respond immediately.
I hate gerrymandering. Gerrymandering is absolutely terrible. It should not be a practice that is allowed, but I mean, there's nothing you can do to stop it. You know?
Okay. All right, you got any question for me before I open the phone line back up?
Not really. I mean, man, you're killing it, bud. I love you. And I'll see you next time.
All right, Asha.
Alright. See you soon. Bye.
All right, now, Asha. That's my girl, Asha, man. We fuck with Asha over here. Flames in the chat for Asha pulling up late night, man. It's 2 a.m., man, down here in the Deep Dirty South, man. What time is it where y'all at, man? 2 a.m. down here in the Deep Dirty South. Let's get the 200 likes right quick. Let's get the 200 likes right quick. I'm finna call back this caller.
Hello?
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Dorsey from L.A.
What's going on, Dorsey from L.A.?
Oh, no problem, bro. I'm the one who told you to get some sleep, man. I thought you was gonna nod off on me.
Yeah, nah, man. Sometimes
Yeah,
you
but
know.
I see you got your second win.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, with the Trump thing, he knew his name was in the files. He hung out with the dude for over 13 years. So his name is in the file, and you know what him and Jeffrey did. Only Trump know because Epstein dead, so he can't say nothing. And I hope Trump got the common sense not to snitch on himself. So the Democrats ain't gonna do nothing. They know Bill Clinton went to Epstein Island also. You pushing it like this. You know, if you have something to hold over somebody's head, you gonna push that like nobody's business. But the Democrats are really quiet about that.
They are.
Have you noticed?
They are quiet, and the right was loud. That's what I was saying, man. It's kind of crazy. I feel like, man, they knew when they said that they was gonna release the grand jury testimony when it left the DOJ and went to the judge. They knew the judge wasn't gonna pass it.
Yes, sir. And my thing is, if they had the Epstein file all the time that Joe Biden was in office, how come Joe Biden didn't say nothing about it in the 4 years now? They never said nothing about Epstein's file.
Nobody
and
did.
They got the girl, they got her for what? Trafficking?
Yes.
Right? Trafficking children, right?
Yes.
But they ain't never follow up and say who was the dudes who was messing with them kids.
They said it was a lot of this in a grand jury testimony that's under seal.
Yeah, under seal. What does that tell you?
Protection.
Thank you. A cover-up.
They say she got subpoenaed. They say the House subpoenaed her today.
They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. Because you, first of all, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
First of all, you got, what's her name, Pam Bundy?
Uh-huh.
She's the Attorney General, right?
Correct.
So if she don't push it, then even if Congress does say, hey, we're going to the courts, well, the Supreme Court is the one that Trump is going to appeal to in his pocket. Right?
Correct. Yeah, I didn't even think that far. Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah. No matter how much they push it, it still ain't going nowhere because Trump got all three branches of the government locked down.
Do you feel like it's gonna look the same way after midterms?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the same way. The reason why, because we lost faith in the Democrats. You know, we lost faith in them. And a lot of us are happy that Trump is down on immigrants. I'm here in L.A. So, yeah, the immigrants was getting a little bit out of hand. Getting real cocky. You know? And then the people in Chicago, when them Venezuelans told them no more money for you, yeah, that's upset them people in Chicago. Okay? Which was basically a blue state, but now it's changing to red. Yeah, because we have a lot of liberals here in California. California is going to stay blue. It's a lot of us who don't agree with what the Democrats. I don't know if you know who Karen Bass is. Are you familiar with her?
Yes.
Yeah, she's the mayor of Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, I be seeing her ass out there with that megaphone.
Yeah, so she want to give illegal immigrants money to pay their rent. Us Americans who really need help, she ain't trying to give us no money.
Correct.
Now she allowed these illegals to come up here and get on the welfare roll.
You know why?
EBT
You know why? Because she already got your vote, nigga. Especially in Cali.
Never had my vote.
Not yours, I'm saying like for us being black, your demographic. She already got y'all niggas.
Yeah, but one thing we did, we woke up and smelled the coffee. Get reelected. She might, you know, she gonna see me. I was thinking that people were gonna do a recall, you know, like they did Gavin Newsom.
Right.
But you know, she got it sold down here. First of all, she owed the Hollywood Jews. She owes them too many favors.
Allegedly.
And they not gonna say nothing because they trying to get that money to rebuild their homes that got burned up in the Pacific Palisades.
Correct.
So she owed not only them, but she also owed the Hispanics. Hispanics. Because, you know, there's a lot of Mexicans here in California. There's a lot of Mexicans here in L.A. And a lot of them ain't illegal. A lot of them are citizens. We call them Chicanos, right?
Right.
So when they built up their economic base, they were able to give campaign contributions. Okay? So they got her in the pocket because they like, hey, if without the Hispanic vote, you're not going to make it. Because we'll switch that up and give it to a Republican candidate. Because Los Angeles swings back and forth, depending on who the candidate is. I think Garcetti was the last one. So, you know, everybody was cool with Garcetti. But with Karen Bass, nah. You know she adopted two Hispanic girls, and she raised them like they were her own.
Now, how old is she?
Man, she's about, what, 50, 60 years old?
Okay. Yeah, I seen her out there holding that damn megaphone. I'm like, man, what the hell is she doing out there, man, yelling like that?
Yeah, with that little SpongeBob flow she got.
Like, what the hell is she doing out there yelling like that, man?
I ain't seen a Jerry curl in years, bro, but that's what it looks. Don't it look like a Jerry curl? A bad Jerry curl?
Man, I can't even remember what that she. But how you feeling about Gavin Newsom, man?
He a con artist.
You think the Dems gonna put him up in 2028, or you think they're gonna try to rerun?
Because see, understand this. He gonna come with his fake reparation. He gonna mention it, right? And he gonna get us all excited. He did here in California. He said, well, we're gonna do a panel. And then when people got ready to vote on the reparations, he went back and talked to the people and told them, vote against it. You know, he talking with a forked tongue. He say one thing, but then he go back and tell other people other things.
Okay.
So what he gonna do? He gonna get nominated. He's a man. See, the Democrats really have found out. Look, ain't no woman gonna ever be president here in the United States. Men ain't going for it. Men ain't going for it. Hillary tried. Then Kamala Harris tried, and she tried to do a little like hybrid of trying to be like Obama but dress like Hillary. Everybody saw through that. You see where I'm coming from? So with the Democrats, they're going to try to push Gavin Newsom, but Republicans is smart. They're going to push that. Okay, what about the reparations? Because no true American is going to go for reparations. He's talking about trillions of dollars that they got to pay out. To 42 million FBAs, because I consider myself an FBA.
Right.
So if they was to pay us our reparations, they would have to pay us what? 10 years in increments? And I don't see them ever doing that. I don't ever see them doing that, not with this generation, because everybody going broke right now. So, I mean, where the money going to come from? The deficit is already sky high, so you're going to add more. So the Democrats going to try to go up there and say we're going to add more to the budget? Nah, ain't nobody voting for that.
Okay.
So one thing about
what's up, Reed?
About Gavin Newsom, right? Remember when they was talking about they didn't want trannies participating in women's sports?
Right.
He sat up there and made a whole speech talking about, oh yeah, trannies deserve this and woo, 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 woo. But then when he did his podcast, he went right back and said, no, he didn't think it was fair that trannies should be competing against women.
Yeah, I mean, that for me, that shit common sense. Hell no, that shit couldn't be competing against no women.
Yeah, but when he wanted them homosexuals to vote for him, he told them a different story. He was up there in San Francisco trying to get that campaign money. You know, he told them a whole different story. So, the little, rainbow people, they kind of mad at him. Black folks, we definitely mad at him. Because you came up here with that reparation, and then we find out you went right behind the back and closed doors and told them don't give it to us.
Yeah, that's he looked like, what I'm saying, he'll make a back end deal or two.
Yeah, he a weasel. Look at him. Don't he look like a weasel? A high-class weasel? Slick back hair?
Man, he looked like a mobster, man. He looked like he part of the family.
So Gavin Newsom tries to say that he was a regular guy. His dad was a millionaire. Played a little bit of baseball in college. That good, because he never made it to the pros.
Appreciate that.
Then his dad said, well, since you got the background to be the all-American boy, you good enough to run for politics.
Okay. Well, look, Colin, man, I'm getting tired, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a road trip tomorrow.
I'm surprised you up this late. It's almost 1 o'clock here in California. So I know in Texas is what, 2?
Yeah, it's 2. Hell yeah, it's 2:11, man.
Hey, man, you're doing a great job, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I love your show. I mean, I'm new to it, but you're the realest thing that's out there in YouTube because, like you said, you just want to hear what the people got to say. And when you put it on your comments, you say, well, this is what I believe in, and right, and that's what I respect about your show. You don't play favorites.
Nah, for sure, man.
You let the MAGA people say what they got to say. and you let the independents, because see, I'm an independent. I'm not a Democrat.
Right.
You know, I voted for Ross Perot. So, I mean, this is way before your time. I don't even think you was born then. Perot was a billionaire oil man.
Okay.
And, yeah, he was from Texas also. And he said that the government was corrupt and that it needed to be changed and downsized also. He did it as an independent. So my thing is, I agree with the Republicans a little bit, and I agree with the Democrats a little bit. The government is too large, especially when it's doing foo-foo stuff. You know, we don't need no money being spent on research to see if gerbils, can propagate under a full moon. Yeah, they waste a lot of money, and they put a lot of our money into other people's pockets.
No, for sure.
Hey, I'm all in favor of some changes. And I voted for Donald Trump because I saw that the immigrants were getting a little bit too arrogant. You know, how you going to sit up here and talk about you run things and you only been in the country 3 days?
Okay. Man,
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I do, man, but I am finna get up out of here, man. I'm tired as hell.
Man, go on and get off this phone, man. God bless you, man.
Hey, we'll hear from you next time, man. Be sure to share this video out far and wide for me.
Put a hedge of protection around you and yours, man.
Hey, man,
and
you as well.
Always profit in your endeavors.
Hey, man, I sure do appreciate it. You as well.
Yeah, man, I'm from the old school, so we do them good blessings.
Nah, for sure, man.
I'm
Man, hey, man, I love to hear it.
So yeah, man, you are a role model because you know you got out and you did things the right way, and I hope you get your gun license back. I hope you get your right, you know, to bear guns and so forth.
Man,
good luck on that.
Man, thank you, caller. I'm gonna hear from you on the next show, man. We'll see you next time.
All right, then. Bye, Black Cowboy.
All right, now. And we finna leave a do not disturb on. Now we at the part of the show where I take comments. Y'all can ask me any questions in the comments, and we gonna rock out for a little minute, man. I am tired though. Y'all say y'all like the cowboy hat. Cowboy plug is in the building. What did you say? Seeing we can't call nobody GAY in the chat. Seeing that's a personal attack, man. Seeing can't do that. That's gonna slow my algorithm down when you type in the words in there. That's gonna keep people from coming in here. Platform don't like that one. But oh yeah, Cypher, appreciate you for gifting Sunset that membership. Yeah, man. Because the thing about it is, seeing that you don't realize is Cypher know how to play, man. Cypher's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cypher ain't gonna, you know, get all his panties in a wad, but some people will when you do that. So I gotta set a precedent on my platform that we don't really play that shit because I've been reported and couldn't go live for days, you know what I'm saying? If I don't speak out and say something about it, they'll get the report on my channel for bullshit. We already talk about enough real shit over here that I done had my channel attacked so many times over this last year, y'all. Like, so many times, man. I got people right now actively from other platforms that just because they know I got my YouTube monetized, they said they finna try to strike it. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. It's part of the game, man. It's part of the game. It's not me, it's the platform. The platform don't like it. I mean, I don't give a fuck if y'all beef all night long. I ain't here to unify nobody, honestly. I ain't here to unify. I call out both sides. I should keep this shit real, but it's guidelines. You know what I'm saying? It is guidelines. When I accepted the rules of the platform to come join and run my mouth, I accepted some certain shit. But long story short though, chat, Long story short, chat, my thoughts and opinions on Trump name being in the Epstein files is it's not so, I don't put, my mind doesn't go straight to, oh, it's his name's in the file and shit. My mind goes to like the body language and just watching clips and shit of like when interviewers ask him that and how he downplayed it, like that let me know like, oh, you knew your name was in there. Then we go to the timeline of Bundy putting all the agents in there to flag his name and shit. It's like, yeah, you didn't lie and say that you wasn't in the Epstein files, but you discredited the hell out of it. You said it was fake news, it was a witch hunt, and now we see why you say it was, because that's just how my mind works, you know what I'm saying? It's not like shit, I'm just saying, oh, he did this and it's in the Epstein files, or oh no, he didn't do this, but he's in there because of this. I'm not saying either one of those. I'm saying like, why was he acting like that? If you know your name was in there, why was you acting like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could just see his body language, like he was shifting his seat, you know what I'm saying? Or he would pause and then talk. You know, Trump pretty short when he talks about certain things, but it's like with that, it was just, you know what I'm saying? And now that I hear they told him he was in there, and it's like, okay, y'all publicly telling us that y'all told him today. When did y'all really tell him? Like, let's be real. No, I can't play no music on this stream right here. I can't play no music on this stream. But yeah, chat, man. Y'all double tap the screen, man. Let's get to 190 likes right quick. I do got 2 ebooks. Anybody that donated to me tonight, send me an email. You know what I'm saying? Let me know you donated. I'll send you a copy of my free ebook. Tomorrow we'll do some giveaways. I gotta make sure that Melly's got her Zob bag shipped out. I gotta make a call, make sure Millie's got her Zob bag shipped out. But we'll do some giveaways tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so we'll do some giveaways. And if you donated to me tonight, man, send me an email or got a membership, and I'll send you a copy of my ebooks. Either one, either ebook. Art of Organized Action. It shows how omnipresence amplifies what community sustains, like building you a community. We help you, teach you how to build you a Discord server or WhatsApp chat to connect with everybody. And then, you know, when you do get those viral moments or those big moments, you got a central place to get everybody, you know, to keep the ball rolling. Then we got Keeping It Peak, Problem Solve, Package and Produce. It's about making an offer, looking at your business from a different angles. It's like nobody wants a jack of all trades. Everybody wants to be a jack of all trades, but when you're a customer, you don't want to purchase from a jack of all trades. You want to purchase from a specialist. So even if you do a lot of different things, you want to present your product or yourself as a specialist. Like, this is what I do. Like, we see it all the time and don't realize it. Like, when you see somebody doing let's take fitness for example. When you see those, this is the trainer that trains 50-year-old women on how to you know, get back in shape and get their summer body. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that trainer only trains 50-year-old women how to get back in shape and get their summer body? No, that trainer trains probably older athletes, younger athletes. That trainer probably trains, you know, college athletes or just people at the local gym. But he's presenting that offer as, you know what I'm saying, a specialist. Like, this is what I do. So that's what that book kind of teaches, you know what I'm saying? See, the thing with Obama is this: he ain't in the Epstein files. Maybe. Not allegedly. But yeah, we finna get up out of here, Chad, man. We coming up on 2.5 hours, man. We 50 seconds away. 3.5 hours. Then we did an hour live before that. So that's 4 hours on YouTube today, about 4 hours, 3 hours on Twitch. So I'm going to get some sleep, chat, man. Good night, chat. Thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you to all the new members. If you do get a membership, you get access to 250 past live streams. All of them are bangers. All of them are bangers. And you get some cool-ass emojis, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. You know, no days off.